Guthrie Bluejay football is brought to you by Bank First, loyal to Oklahoma, and you. Terra Insure Group, insuring your world. North Church Guthrie, you matter. John Vance Auto Group, where it's comfortable to buy a car. Senator Chuck Hall, taking care of the people's business. Mercy Hospital, Logan County, your life is our life's work. South Point Baptist Church, welcome home. F&M Bank, a neighbor you can count on. S&T Oilfield Services, Joshua 2415. Integrity Heat and Air, we work with integrity. Strive Wellness Lounge, health therapy. Companion Healthcare, home health. Guthrie Bluejay football is also brought to you by Interbank, A-Team Overhead Door, Red River Roofing, Guthrie Tag Agency, Hayes Funeral Home, Sonic I-35 and Highway 33, Mosquito and Pest Authority, Reese Appliance Repair, Exxon, and Merritt Roberts Farm Bureau, Oklahoma.
Welcome to Guthrie Football. The following is a production of Guthrie Football, spanning across the Blue Jay Network.
Throws it up for Dante Foster in triple coverage. Oh my goodness! Are you kidding me?
Now, let's go live to the stadium with the voice of the Blue Jays, Chris Evans, and tonight's Blue Jay Kickoff Show.
Hello and welcome to Jelsma Stadium, home of the Guthrie Blue Jays. It is homecoming 2025. Welcome to GNP TV. Tonight, it is the John Marshall Bears taking on the Guthrie Blue Jays as district play begins across the state of Oklahoma. So glad you're with us here on this beautiful Friday night. Big thank you to our production crew once again, our camera operators tonight, Lance Evans, Kel Evans, and Wager Silvis, some of the best in the state of Oklahoma. Our producers tonight, Connor Phillips and Ronnie Phillips. Down on the sideline is Sean Silvis. To my left, Phil Nichols. To my right, the coach, Scott Mick. I'm Chris Evans as we get set for the third straight game here inside Jelsma Stadium. And, guys, it's one of those deals that you wish you can play every single game here, not only for comfort but to display this beautiful stadium.
Well, it's the best in the state. I know we're all partial, but it's not just our opinion. It's a lot of people's opinion. And the atmosphere at the Rock is just – there's just nothing like it. We always tell kids, I know Scotty has as many boys he's coached through the years over with Blue Jays that go on to play small college football. They always say, boys, enjoy this because you're going to be sadly disappointed when you get to college.
No doubt. And, Coach, there's all the games inside Jelsma are special, but can you tell a difference when it's a homecoming setting?
Yeah, you can. There's everybody's here earlier. So on homecoming, they get in, they get their spots, they get set down. You know, we do have a tendency to straggle sometimes as fans to get into to watch a football game, and everybody it's our. I mean, we're 30 minutes before kickoff, and the home side's pretty full right now.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, of course, we welcome you inside the Bank First Blue Jay Kickoff Show. Throughout this pregame show, we'll be looking at our royalty home court here, so we'll be looking at them, and congratulations to them as well as we take a look at that throughout the night. But it just feels like there's, homecomings are always special, but it feels like there's a little bit of a larger crowd in town this week.
It really does. Throughout today's festivities, just got to say this. Yeah, I'm a homer. The best homecoming ever is in Guthrie, Oklahoma. They do such a good job welcoming back the alum, and there's activities throughout the day, and it's great to see the classes out at different restaurants. Went to Pizza Hut today, Chris. It was standing room only out there. Had lunch with Mr. Chappell, and I think he got to see about 108 people that he hadn't seen in a while. It was a lot of fun, but atmosphere is incredible here. Homecoming's a blast in Guthrie, and the crowd is incredible. The crowd's always really good at the Rock. Boy, homecoming, it's just an little added touch.
No doubt, and there's going to be a lot of celebrations started this morning at the Alumni Assembly at the Guthrie High School, and then, of course, the parade felt like a little bit longer parade than years past. And so it's really cool to see all the great classes come back, and they will be recognized throughout the night inside in the stadium. And then there's some post-game celebrations as well as today at the Alumni Assembly, Coach, there was actually somebody from – they always have the furthest travel award. And this year's winner, Dublin, Ireland.
That's a little ways.
It's a little ways.
They didn't just drive.
No. So that was funny.
Wow.
A few people further who traveled the first, everyone raised their hands, and I think it was like the class of 95. There's QB1. They were pointing up here, and when they're trying to get the attention, they say farthest over here was Dublin, Ireland, and over in 95 they said Eugene, Oregon. I was like, that's a bus ride.
Yeah.
That's nothing special. That's a bus ride.
Yeah, Dublin's 3 connections before you get to the States.
Right.
Yeah.
Got to go over the big pond.
This is going to be a little of the extended halftime pregame show here by Bank First. We want to make sure we get everybody recognized here on the royalty court. I had a lot of people ask, so we might be a little long here at the beginning. So just stay tuned here on the Bank First Blue Jay Kickoff Show, and we can go ahead and get this out of the way. But one of our favorite sports official, who will be the white hat tonight, Bryson McSwain. He's a deputy, so watch your tone around him. But he's a state basketball official as well. Him and his wife, he lives down in southern Oklahoma, and they have these bakery goods that they work on, and it's top notch. He always delivers it to the courtside people, and we were just delivered here in the press box some of what he does, and it's almost too cute to even to eat.
No, they're not that cute.
It's almost too good to even eat. And then we have these as well. I wish we can put these on camera, but Phil refuses to have a camera inside the press box.
For obvious reasons.
But maybe we'll have that one day. So big thank you to Bryson McSwain. He always takes care of us during the basketball tournament. And then he also he comes up here once a year usually to officiate a football game. He has those duties tonight, and he always thinks of us. So a big thank you. And we're so blessed, Phil, to go around and with all these relationships we have built over the years. And, we go to Duncan. They treat us great over there. They brought Ronnie Cologne. I think that's a sign.
It's a sign.
They brought us pizza, and it's just those are just some small examples.
Well, and it goes beyond that, right? It's this past week on the high school huddle, we had the legend, the GOAT, Don King, on with us, and what a blessing it is for us, to have a true legend in broadcasting and just sports in general in the state of Oklahoma on the media side. That we became friends with, and it's we're very, very blessed, very lucky.
There you see some more of the royalty. Looks like we got maybe 3 more that we want to recognize before we hit our first break here. And got to tell you, this is the best the stadium has looked turf-wise all season long. So big thank you to Poe and who takes care of the ground. So it looks fantastic.
Wonderful. Yeah, it does.
Here in a few moments, we will also bring Sean will join us here, and we'll also have Superintendent of Guthrie Public Schools, Dr. Mike Simpson, join us here in a little bit, as long as that microphone is on its best behavior. So we're going to try a couple of different things that we tried in the first 2 weeks, different this week, to see if we can get that popping to stop. So I might want to blame the band microphones over there. That seems to be some interference, maybe the coaches' headsets. But like I said last week, coaches had issues with their headset. Band had some issues. We had some issues. The coaches had issues. So we're trying to figure those out. There you see Big Cooper Walters, one of the seniors for the Blue Jays.
4-year starter.
4-year starter. And guys, I guess we can talk real quick here. We got two more groups here before we hit our first break. But Coach, what's the mindset going into a game with a team like John Marshall? And we only go by the scores that we've seen, but Guthrie heavy paper favorites. But what's the mindset in practice and then today?
You got to handle your business. I mean, you can't leave a team that's not as good as you in a ball game. And you also, every week, you want to get better. I mean, the ultimate goal is to get better every week. So you don't want to come out and start off muddling around. You've had all the activities this week. We've built floats. We've done all, they had the parade. We've done all these things. That's fun, but ultimately, homecoming's not fun if you don't win the football game.
Yeah.
So you got to come out with the mindset, just like we did last week, of handling business from the jump. And I think Coach Beebe will have them ready to do that.
I think the thing that I look for tonight, Phil, is all the things Coach Scott Nick talked about, is when those things happen, if you don't take care of business, penalties and turnovers.
Well, yeah, and injuries, right? And I think those are the things you always think about. Penalties, turnovers, obviously, you want to play a clean game, obviously heavily favored, and you want to see the kids get better. You know, I'm not going to disrespect them and say this is like a practice, but in a lot of ways, as the game plays out the way it's supposed to, it'll feel more like a scrimmage. I mean, you'll see a lot of kids get on the field tonight, I'm sure. But you want to get better, see the little nuanced things, Coach. You want to see improvement in those areas, and then get some young kids some opportunity to get on the field and get some experience.
Well, and the other thing that Coach Beebe used to always tell those guys when I was around it, and I'm sure he still does, but you don't disrespect the game.
Nope.
Those guys go to practice every day. They may not be as talented as you. They may not be, have the facilities or have, the organization or whatever that you have, but don't disrespect the game. They still put the helmet on. They still walk between those white lines, and you don't treat them as a lesser opponent. You go out and you treat them just like if you were playing anybody else.
There you see the little girl, Emerson White, and her buddy tonight is Jack Rainwater. Of course, his brother Jace right behind him. Jack, and Jace. They look. When Jace was that age, looks exactly the same. It's mirror image. It's amazing. Jace, the senior player, Jack getting to be the holds the crown with his brother. So that's a cool moment here on the field of Gelsma Stadium. Take our opening timeouts. When we come back, we'll dive into more of the John Marshall and the Guthrie Bluejays here on the Bank First Blue Jay Kickoff Show.
For centuries, it was a windswept prairie until the run of '89 saw settlers scramble for land and life in a newborn town as Oklahoma's territorial capital, Guthrie. Bank First is loyal to the preservation movement that reclaimed Oklahoma's first state capital. And we're loyal to the banking legacy born at the corner of First and Oklahoma Streets. Bank First. Loyal to Oklahoma. Loyal to you.
Integrity Heat and Air provides award-winning heating, ventilating, and air conditioning services to Guthrie and the surrounding areas. Integrity's indoor air quality specialists are friendly experts at service, repair, and installation. They proudly serve and install the latest Lennox products and service all other brands with their A+ rating by the Better Business Bureau. Contact Integrity today at 405-833-5992 or online at integrityheatandair.com. Integrity Heat and Air, it's our pleasure to serve.
For decades, Guthrie Athletics has been a source of pride in the Guthrie community. Hi, I'm Merritt Roberts, and I've been a Blue Jay supporter and Farm Bureau agent for many, many years.
I want to wish all the Guthrie student athletes not only a great season on the field, course, track, or court, but in the classroom as well. If integrity, honesty, and accessibility are important to you, call Farm Bureau at 620-4920 and ask for Merritt. I would welcome the opportunity to give you a professional evaluation of your insurance needs, or simply stop by and let's talk about the Jays.
At Mosquito and Pest Authority, our job is to keep you pest-free. Our signature mosquito control service and pest-proof barrier 360 service ensures that you aren't bothered by mosquitoes outside or pests inside. That's right, 2 brands, 2 services, only 1 visit needed. Don't believe us? We guarantee it, or we'll come back at no charge to you. No mosquitoes, no pests, no contracts, guaranteed. Call Ronnie and Sarah Phillips today at 405-916-0471. Go Blue Jays!
Tina and Stefan and the entire staff, they are who you see them be. I mean, they're genuine people. They care about people. They've spent their entire lives in healthcare.
I can honestly say I'm 65 years old, and I'm probably in the best health I've been in my whole life, to be honest with you. And it's thanks to Stefan and his staff here, because everything they've done for me is just worked tremendously.
I just highly recommend Strive to anybody who's wanting to see a real improvement in their overall health, to be quite frank, their quality of life.
Bank First Blue Jay Kickoff Show from Gelsma Stadium on a beautiful Friday night. Glad to have you. We're just a little over 15 minutes away from kicking off this one between the John Marshall Bears and the Guthrie Bluejays. Again, it's a district game, so this game will determine a lot when it comes to playoff seeding. Let's go downstairs to our 4th member down on the field, Sean Silvas, who's with Superintendent Dr. Mike Simpson.
Guys, I am here with Superintendent Dr. Mike Simpson. Dr. Simpson, start of the school year, it's been busy, but it's been good. Can you just talk us through what's been going on here in Guthrie?
Sure. It's been a really smooth start to the school year. We've got a few more kids than we had last year. We expect to continue to grow given all the buildings going on. It's been fun. I mean, we've had, we've got the bell to bell, no cell, and everybody's surviving. And actually, when you walk down the hall, kids look up and they're not in their phones, and they talk to you and everything else. It's a new world. No, it's really been a smooth start.
Good deal. So exciting. Cotterell finally got finished up, and now kids are back in. New time. You showed me some pictures a while back of just the new faces. Kind of excited. Talk about that.
Yeah, well, that facility, that was probably our worst elementary facility, and we wanted to replace it, and it needed to be replaced. And so what we did is we tried to create the best environment we could for our kids. Got 50,000 square feet of classroom space and a full-size gym that also doubles as a tornado shelter. And when you walk through that building, you get a wow factor. And it's something that we're proud of. I know the kids are proud of it. They take such great care of it. I mean, you talk about pride, you see it in that school right now.
Yeah, definitely exciting things going on in Guthrie. Speaking of exciting, it's homecoming. It's not even kickoff yet, and the crowds are full. It's been a busy day here. How fun has that been?
It's the best high school homecoming in the nation. I truly believe that, and it starts at 8:30 this morning with everybody assembling at the gym. And then it goes, you've got the student assembly after the alumni assembly, then the parade, which seemed like a longer in length parade than I've seen in recent years. And then you've got the Hall of Fame induction. We just crowned a queen. We've had the tailgate. And, in about 12 minutes, we're going to kick off a football game and get the Blue Jays a win.
Well, it's a great time to be a Blue Jay. Dr. Simpson, I appreciate you coming down here and visiting with us. Guys, we'll go back up to you.
Thank you, Sean. Thank you, Dr. Simpson, as well. We'll take a break. This is the Bank First Blue Jay Kickoff Show.
Do you need to register that brand new car? Be sure to stop in at Guthrie Tag Agency. Need a tag renewal? The Guthrie Tag Agency can help you stay up to date. If you need to update your driver's license or obtain a real ID, let the Guthrie Tag Agency help assist you. Located at 2105 South Division Street, the Guthrie Tag Agency is open 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday and 9 a.m. to noon on the first and last Saturday of the month. For more info, call 405-282-3873.
Since 2002, S&T Oilfield Services has delivered trusted, family-owned expertise from Texas to Arkansas to Wyoming. With over 2 decades of experience, a spotless safety record, and certified professionals, we provide customized flowback solutions you can count on. From completion to production, we put reliability, safety, and your success first. Schedule service today at 580-799-4428 or visit satoilfieldservice.com. At South Point Baptist Church, we want you to cheer loud and be proud as we send the Blue Jays to victory. Afterwards, join us each Sunday in our friendly family atmosphere. South Point invites you, your family, and friends to join us each week with Sunday school beginning at 10 a.m. and our morning service at 11 a.m. South Point wishes all students this season to make fun and exciting memories not only on the playing field, but in the classroom as well. And as always, go Blue Jays!
You spoke. Chuck Hall listened. In the state Senate, Chuck Hall is delivering real conservative results. He cuts taxes, invested in our schools, and passed the toughest anti-illegal immigration law in the nation. Standing shoulder to shoulder with President Trump, Chuck Hall defends Oklahoma values: faith, freedom, family, and our way of life. Senator Chuck Hall, your voice, your values, your conservative fighter.
Bank First Blue Jay Kickoff Show. John Marshall Guthrie here, a little over 10 minutes. Thanks for tuning in with us here tonight on GNP TV. Big thank you to our good friends over at Bank First, Phil.
First-class people. Been my bank since the day I moved to town 25 years ago. The greatest day of your life when I moved to town. But they do such a tremendous job. I mean, whether it's Laverne, first class, just a wonderful man. The whole staff there does great work, and they can help you with anything, Chris. Doesn't matter what it is.
Yeah.
They've got a solution for you. So
personal business.
They've got investment folks. They've got insurance folks. They've got a little bit of everybody. Just always welcome to Bank First.
Before we get to our national anthem, let's take a look at the series history. A little surprising, you would think. John Marshall leads the overall series 8-4. Guthrie's won the last three meetings by a score of 161-8. John Marshall had won 7 in a row from 1953. Phil, you were there for that one. That was a great game.
It's a barn burner.
Unfortunately, John Marshall won that game, and then that ran all the way through 1997. And Coach Mick, we're close to the same age, real close, and there was a time that nobody wanted to mess with the John Marshall Bears there in the middle of the 90s.
Not in basketball
or football, yeah. Same kids.
Yeah, they were legit back in the day. I mean, they've won a state championship
95.
Yeah,
and 2017.
They won one in 2017.
And 63.
So they have won some state championships in football. They were good in the mid-90s.
Yeah, and we'll talk about them here in a little bit. In that state championship, Rashawn Woods, that you know well, was the head coach there. But we will have the national anthem here in just a few moments. Let's go downstairs with tonight's national anthem. And well done there by the Guthrie High School Marching Band with tonight's national anthem. Take a time out. This is the Bank First Blue Jay Kickoff Show.
Whatever happened to predictability? The milkman, the paper boy, evening TV. You miss your old familiar friends, but waiting just around the bend. You're lost out there and you're all alone. A light is waiting to carry you home. Everywhere you look.
I've known John for a long time. I like the fact that I can drive into the Autoplex and I know I'm going to get greeted by a courteous salesperson that's really there to help me. Not to pressure me to buy a car, but to help me. I've sent a lot of people to John. They make you feel like they were very, very glad you bought a car from John Vance.
John Vance Auto Group, it's all true.
John Vance Auto Group.
Mercy Hospital Logan County is here for you with our new Senior Life Solutions program designed specifically for older adults facing challenges like depression, anxiety, and grief. In partnership with Senior Life Solutions, Mercy Hospital offers compassionate, evidence-based mental health care. Our team are ready to help you or your loved ones improve their mental well-being. Call 405-260-4173 today to learn more of how Senior Life Solutions can make a difference.
Where some saw a pickle, we saw a masterpiece. A Sonic Smasher with Grillo's Pickles and Dilly Ranch, tangy pickle tots, and a Pickle Rita slush with pickle-flavored bubbles. It's called the Big Dill Meal, and it's a work of art.
A message from the Sonic Department of Research and Deliciousment.
They say in life, you gotta look for the rainbows. It's right here in our new Rainbow Slush, a delicious prism of lemonade, strawberries, and blue raspberry. Discover Flavorista favorites in the Sonic app.
You wanna live free?
Welcome back, Gelsma Stadium. A little over 5 minutes kicking this one off between John Marshall and Guthrie. Week 4. Just think, 1 week from tomorrow, or next week, on Friday night, we'll be halfway done with the regular season. It goes by so fast like that. John Marshall, Guthrie, let's take a look at some of the game notes coming into tonight's contest. This second year for John Marshall head coach Terrian Adams, and that's a big deal. John Marshall there for a few years, went with one coach. He'd leave, bring in another one, he would leave. So there you see the overall record the last few years, counting this year, 12-41. And there you guys talk about those state championships, 63, 95, and 2017. And those teams were so good. That 2017 state championship was in Class 3A, and then enrollment moved up to 5A. And we'll talk about it a little bit later on. I wish there was a way to have teams move down to where they can start winning games like we do. Teams who win games, we move them up. We'll get into that a little bit later on. Guthrie 11-0 when head coach Kelly Beebe's on the sideline. When you go back to Rafe Watkins, 22-2 as the homecoming night. Guthrie's last non-playoff loss to a team that didn't make the playoffs was in 2019. Happened twice that year, Shawnee and Ponca City. So another good sign for Blue Jays here tonight. Guthrie's won 25 of their last 25 home games. Some home sweet home here. And Coach Mick, the one game that I remember, oh boy, that homecoming streak might come to an end was when Sand Springs came to town, and it was one of those times you had to have a homecoming that week, or it might have been until November you have it, and they were a good ball club that day.
Yeah, you don't want Sand Springs for homecoming. And that team that we played that year was very, very good.
Yeah.
And I think we pulled that one out, if I remember correctly.
Yep.
But it was not your typical homecoming preparation for a game, and it was not your nobody was happy about that one.
Right.
All right, let's take our fourth. We got time, Ronnie, to get our final time in now, or we want to wait? So it looks like okay, we'll wait. We'll keep it right here, but so let's. I think we got all of our notes in here that we should have. We'll get weather here in a little bit. Also, have our Mercy Health report. We'll bring Sean back here in just a little bit. I guess we can take a look at the keys to victory real quick, Ronnie, for both ball clubs. Pretty simple here tonight for both teams. I think for John Marshall, you got to sustain drives, keep the offense off the field for Guthrie, have good special teams. If you have to punt the ball, play the field position game, and don't turn the football over. Coach, they look like about what they should be tonight?
Yeah, I mean they got a couple of good-looking kids out there. They got a big, tall receiver. They got a quarterback that big, thick kid, and their offensive line looked halfway decent. They weren't poorly built, or in the past we've had some kids that look really, really unathletic, and you go, well, that's who they got. So, but no, they look pretty good on the hoof. So we're gonna have to play well.
We'll go downstairs with the white hat, Bryson McSwain. Boy, he has some good cookies, but he's also a great official as well. Let's go downstairs with that.
You're my kicking captain. Red side is heads, gold side is tails. Tell me what you want right now. Heads. Okay, he called heads.
And before we start jumping around, we always recognize it seems like the 50-year reunion.
John Marshall has called heads and won the toss.
So the class of 1975, you're our 50-year anniversary.
There you see the John Marshall Bears. Sounds like they won the toss and has deferred. We'll get the official warning or official call here by Bryson McSwain. They have deferred. All right, we'll take our final timeout. When we come back, it's kickoff between the Bears and the Jays here on GNP TV.
Need a garage door expert you can trust? Meet Paul Creed, Guthrie born and raised, and the owner of A-Team Overhead Door. With over 25 years of experience, Paul is Guthrie's go-to pro for garage door installation, service, and repair. From simple fixes to brand new installs, residential or commercial, the A-Team has you covered. Call 405-642-7065 or email ateamoverheaddoor@gmail.com. A-Team Overhead Door, the varsity choice for all your overhead door needs.
For centuries, it was a windswept prairie until the run of '89 saw settlers scramble for land and life in a newborn town as Oklahoma's territorial capital, Guthrie. Bank First is loyal to the preservation movement that reclaimed Oklahoma's first state capital. And we're loyal to the banking legacy born at the corner of First and Oklahoma streets. Bank First. Loyal to Oklahoma. Loyal to you.
For over 17 years, Jason Reese at Reese Appliance Repair has been the trusted name in our community when it comes to keeping your home appliances running smoothly. From refrigerators and washers to dryers and stoves, Jason provides expert repair services without the high prices of big-name companies.
Hi, I'm Jason Reese.
And I'm Marsha Reese.
And this is our son, Brayson Reese, and we are the owners of Reese's Appliance Repair. Call us for all your appliance needs, 405-819-8293.
The rights to this broadcast have been granted by Guthrie Public Schools. Any rebroadcast or republication of other programming without the written consent of Guthrie Public Schools is strictly prohibited.
Blue Jays have made their way onto the field here in Gelsma Stadium. is homecoming 2025. There they are running out in the Coach Mick favorite uniforms, the traditional uniforms. I guess the traditional would be the white pants, but that's old news. There's the silver pants though, Coach.
Silver pants, blue top, silver hat, blue socks. Doesn't get any better than that right there.
You know, last week I said the gray on gray was my favorite. Scott and I were talking about this. I'm going to change it after seeing it.
Come on over to the dark side, Phil.
After seeing it tonight, this is what Guthrie Blue Jay uniform should look like right here.
Let's go downstairs with Sean Silvis, who will give us our Mercy Health Report.
Guys, it is as great as Mercy is. We have not kept them too busy this year.
Awesome.
It's still a good health report. It's a good thing. Everybody's back. Everybody's healthy. Made it through a few weeks of football and no big injuries. So.
Thank you, Sean, for the Mercy Health Report. Take a look at tonight's weather here. Again, just a fantastic night to play high school football as the sun has gone down and mostly sunny tonight. Game time temperature 82 degrees, and the wind's not much of a factor there. In fact, they're not blowing right now, but high is 5 miles an hour. That is tonight's weather here inside Gelsman Stadium. So, Joe Marshall Bears in their traditional uniforms as well, the red helmets, the white jersey tops, and the blue pants. And I see those uniforms in person. I go back to that 95 in 2017. I just see it's going to be different tonight than what I remember in high school, but just a few years ago, we talked about how just great they were. Those great, Reggie Tate, Willie Grissom, Sean Love.
Well, the last time I saw them on film, they had a 6'4", 260-pound tailback that ran a 4.6 that ended up playing at Nevada. I think his name was Devontae Lee.
Yeah. Yep.
And
I forgot about it.
Yep.
He was a beast in 3A football.
And remember Justin Matthews, the running back in 95. I think he was the player of the year in the state of Oklahoma. So
fortunately, I don't see a Devontae Lee standing on the sidelines tonight.
That's exactly right. As John Marshall will kick this one off right to left on your screen. This has been the Bank First Blue Jay Kickoff Show. Thank you for having us on your screen tonight on this Friday night as we get set for the S&T Oilfield Services Kickoff. Back deep for the Blue Jays and around their 15-yard line. And we are underway. It's a short kick picked up at the 35. Here's the return, and at the 37-yard line, it's Clayton Carpenter, and the Blue Jays will have it first down and 10.
You know, Coach, I think one thing you want to see, we talked about it, you want to see the Blue Jays come out, get off to a good start, execute cleanly, right? I mean, that's the big thing. You want to see them run their plays. No penalties, fire off the ball, show some dominance early. I think you'll get to see a lot of different things tonight from the playbook, too.
Yeah, you don't want to be sloppy. You want to come out, you want to execute. You're going to see a couple of wrinkles early. If and I'm not saying it will, but if it gets out of hand, then obviously that playbook shrinks. So Coach Rice is going to get probably, the shots that he wants to take in early.
Elijah Smith will take the first handoff, go across midfield, get into John Marshall territory as he'll get up right at midfield, 13-yard pickup for the senior Elijah Smith.
Yeah, Elijah, we talked about it, Chris. He's 1,300-yard rusher from last year. He's the primary back. He's the guy we're going to go to. But we got 3 or 4 other kids that come in there, do a nice job as well.
Quarterback is Dalen Rice, the junior. He'll hand it back to Elijah. He'll try the left side, being patient with it as he gets up to another first down. It'll be a 9-yard pickup for Elijah.
Yeah, they've come out in 2 plays in a row, ran GT counter, pulling guard and tackle on the first play, and then the last play they pulled their wing back, and I believe a tackle or guard right there, run counter the other way.
2nd down and 1, my favorite play, not Coach Mick's favorite down and distance play. As Elijah 3 plays, all 3 go to him. He has another first down as he stutter steps across the 35 and down near the 32-yard line. Pickup of another 9 yards.
Elijah does a really nice job of letting his block set up, and then picking his lane and going from there. He does a tremendous job, a really good vision. Not the biggest running back we've ever seen play for the Blue Jays, but, boy, he can go get you yards.
Got three really good running backs, and one of those Pena's, John Marshall, jumps off for the first time for the first penalty. There's Bryson McSwain. And it's an offsides on the Bears, and that will result in a Blue Jay first down. Officials made a good, hefty drive up to Logan County today. Appreciate that. As the penalty will move it to the 28-yard line. Dalen Rice to throw for the first time. Has a man wide open and cannot connect with Jay Rainwater. It was there and just off the fingertips. Dalen just a touch too much. It passes incomplete.
Well, I like that. I like seeing that. I like the throw. It was a good throw, just a little much on it, but boy, I tell you, it was right there. Jace did everything he could to bring it in, but I like that play call in that situation. I love. I'll tell you, last week he threw the ball incredibly well. That's just another indication.
I like by the offensive coaches trying to get Jason Rainwater into the game plan. He's kind of been quiet the last couple of weeks, and he's been open a few times, just unable to connect with him. As the next running back in line is Pena, as he takes it to the 20-yard line, first down and 10 Blue Jays. Payne with the first down.
And that last play where they overthrew the ball, that's set off of film the week before because they had tailback motion and thrown that quick screen out to Zane Thomas out of the backfield. So now they come out and give him the same look, and they try to slip Rainwater vertical, and he just barely overthrew it.
Elijah Payne with the previous carry. He gets the second carry in a row here as he goes across the 15-yard line, and it's a pickup of 5 yards for Elijah Payne.
Yeah, what I liked about this Payne kid, just a sophomore, first of all, but man, he has a different running style. He's very much a north and south kid, going to go get you some tough yards, runs hard, runs angry when you watch him play, but he's going to be a really good one for the Blue Jays for the next few years.
No doubt. Then Elijah back in the ball game, number 8. He'll line up on the left side of QB1, Dalen Rice. Boy, this is Owen Wilder territory last week. Hand off to Elijah. Owen leads the way with the block, and he'll get in around the 11-yard line. Pick up at 4 yards for Elijah. Opening drive for the Blue Jays. 9.5 to play in quarter number 1. A lot of great ball games across the state of Oklahoma. We'll give you some updates throughout the night by our South Point Baptist Church friends, including Bixby and Jinx tonight.
Yep, big game, 1 and 2.
Third down and 1. Jays will run for it, and they should have the first down. Nice play there by the John Marshall Bear, though. Number 24 on the tackle, Jamar Roberson. He's a freshman. He's a good-looking freshman as well.
Well, he is. That's a great job by him. And move the chains for the Jays. Got a first and goal situation.
9th play of the drive. Guthrie with 4 first downs already on this opening drive. A very impressive opening drive. See if Guthrie can cap it off with a score. Dalen the throw. Has time, plants his feet, and he has his man, Owen Wilder, with the touchdown. Owen had 2 touchdowns last week, and he has the first one tonight.
Chris, you called it. You said down here in Owen Wilder territory, and that's what Coach grew up. Boy, I'm telling you, I sure am glad he decided to come out for football his senior year. Heck of a football player.
Great play call too, Coach.
Yeah, absolutely. And, you know, the most forgotten player in football is the tight end. He gets lost, and so we've seen him get out down here in the goal line area.
Stride Wellness Lounge. PAT is up and good. Guthrie with a 7-0 lead. Timeout from Jelsma. This is Blue Jay football presented by F&M Bank.
Companion Healthcare is a top provider of home health, hospice, and private home care services in Oklahoma. If you've experienced an injury, illness, or hospital stay, then Companion Home Health can help you in your recovery with skilled nursing care and rehab therapies. The Companion Hospice team provides gentle care for the patient and meaningful support for the whole family. They are a Guthrie family-owned business with years of experience and trust, caring for the people in our own community. Loyal supporters of Guthrie Bluejay sports.
Interbank is proud to stand behind every athlete, every team, and every fan this season. We're more than a bank. We're your neighbors, friends, and fans. Whether it's personal or business banking, Interbank is proud to help our neighbors achieve their financial goals every day. Located just blocks from the Rock. Come and see us at 224 East Oklahoma or call us at 405-282-0470. Interbank, in it for you. Member FDIC.
Good opening night for Homecoming 2025, along with Ronnie Phillips, Sean Silvas, Scott Mick, Phil Nichols. I'm Chris Evans. We'll get that John Vance Motor scoring summary after we get the S&T Oilfield Services kickoff. And just like you draw up, Coach, to begin the ball game when you're a heavy favorite.
Yeah, you want to run the football and establish the line of scrimmage, and you want to throw a couple shots, and they got it done. Just right down the field and score a touchdown.
Guthrie will kick this one off to the Bears. Kicking duties, Tegan Hillard. This one's fielded at the 15-yard line. Guthrie special teams does a much better job on the 6-yard return out to the 21-yard line. Take a look at the John Vance Motor scoring summary. 9 plays, 63 minutes. Great shot there. Owen Wilder, a little over 3 minutes to put that one into the books. And Guthrie leads at 7-0. Big thank you to our great friends at John Vance Motors.
Well, they do it all, don't they?
They certainly do.
big event out there tomorrow.
Tomorrow, yeah.
We got Lift Fest.
Midwest Lift Fest.
Do a great job. They bring that in every year. Pick a nonprofit they can support with the proceeds. We appreciate John Vance very much.
No doubt. That is one family in business in town that gives so much back, including here on the broadcast. We thank them so much. Big Gamble Smith. Boy, he could be player of the game a few times already this year as he breaks through. Andre Blake had no chance there, and Gamble Smith, Coach Beebe said it last week in his postgame show, Coach, they're doubling me. That's a good sign.
Yeah, if you're a zero nose and you're not getting doubled, that means you're not very good. So if you're getting doubled and tripled, that means you're really good.
Loss of 4 on the play, back to the 17-yard line. Trips receivers to the bottom of the formation. And, guys, I know John Marshall, if they were not in 5A football, they have some good-looking athletes. And if they were in 4A, 3A, they would win a whole lot of ball games. They're 1-2 coming into tonight's ball game. As it looks like they were able to draw Guthrie offsides. We'll see.
I think the right guard got a little jump right there. You had guys walking up in there in and out like they're coming.
I mean, Chris,
get a little happy feet.
Sorry, Coach. Look at number 2 split out wide here to the home side. I mean, look at that kid. I mean, just on the hoof, just looks phenomenal.
Which they don't have heights and weights, but that kid's got to be 6'3", 210 pounds. I mean, that's a big kid.
Big kid.
There he is, Elijah Thomas. He's a junior. Look at that. You want to tackle that? I would not want to do that. Good shot there by Lance Evans. Here's a pass. Quarterback moves his feet, throws it downfield. It's nearly intercepted by the Blue Jays. 26, leaped as much as he could. Jabe Jackson is right in the homecoming parade today, and nice effort there. And that's one thing Guthrie's done well this year is create turnovers, especially the last 2 weeks.
Yeah, I mean, and that's what the Kelly Beebe defense wants to do, right? They're going to come out, punch in the mouth, shut down the run, put those corners out on an island. But when I tell you, create turnovers, do the things they need to do. They're fun to watch.
3rd down and 19 for the Bears. 4 receivers at the bottom of the formation. Quarterback did a good job of stepping up into the pocket with that Blue Jay pressure. Going to need a lot of yards here, though. 3rd and 19. And here comes the pressure on the edge, and we saw it last week. We see it here on the opening drive. Cade Barton comes in like we saw last week, Coach.
Yeah, and if you're a opposing offensive coordinator and you think that the pressure is going to, by splitting people out, it's going to stop them from bringing pressure, you better rethink that, because the more people you pull out of that box, the more pressure's coming after you. So, they going to have to shore something up, because he's always going to bring one more than what you got blockers.
Cade's such a big kid, 6'3", 200-pound kid.
Yeah.
Got a motor on him. He plays intense. You can see it on that play. His motor's going full speed every play.
Yeah, and this drive started at the 21-yard line, now backed inside the 5. Can't get anything figured out. They have to take a timeout. We'll take a timeout with them. 7-0 Blue Jays on top. This is Blue Jay football presented by F&M Bank.
Founded in 2009, Terra Insure Group exists to serve the residents of Guthrie and the surrounding communities by delivering quality insurance coverage at the fairest possible rate. TIG isn't captive to one single carrier. The staff at Terra Insure Group, Seth Robbins, Jason Herzl, Dennis Oakes, Lisa Engel, Sarah Bowling, and Libby Wano, offer over 100 years of combined insurance experience. Call 405-293-4880 or visit them online at tigok.com.
At Hayes Funeral Home, we take great pride in caring for our families and community, and have committed to providing you with a beautiful, lasting tribute to your loved one. Honoring your loved one is our top priority, and part of that is assisting you to help deal with the grief during difficult times. Everyone's needs are different, and for that reason, families can entrust their loved one's wishes to our family. We have a wide range of resources to support you not only today, but in the weeks and months to come. Visit them online today at hayesfh.com.
John Marshall Bears punt formation. They're going to have to do it in their own end zone. Guthrie opening drive, exactly what you want on a 63-yard drive, and your defense sends them back. It's a high snap. Guthrie does a good job of not running into the punter. It'll take a John Marshall bounce, get past the Blue Jay. Did he touch it? Did he touch it? He did. He picks it up. Just a little trying to figure out. Skylar Scammon, I think Skylar Scammon wasn't sure if Cody Carlock had touched it or not, and I think he was like, man, if he did, I better pick this up just in case. And I think it was a heads-up move because I'm not sure if he touched it or not. Our camera crew might be able to pick it up here on the high punt. Fast forward here. Nothing there. He definitely touched it there, so.
Oof.
Dangerous.
But I think you're right. I think the only reason why he did that, because I thought it did hit 16.
Ball starts at the positive 47-yard line for the Blue Jays.
Right there.
Coach Mick saws a block. What you see, Coach?
Saw a good block by offensive tackle Sir William Morgan right there on the pole. Had a good little set. Tailback got right behind him. For about a 4-yard gain. 8's really good at setting up his blockers and kind of disappearing
There it is,
behind
Coach,
him.
right here, 58
right
on
there.
the string. Yep.
Good little trap block right there. That guy's not supposed to be the guy that he's trapping, but he shows up. He doesn't run by somebody to get somebody else. Just first person in an off-colored jersey hit it.
It's a simple sport when you do things right, isn't it, Scotty?
Yeah, I mean it really is. You know, we make it more complicated than what it is.
Yeah.
It's get the ball to your best players, block for them, and then on defense, tackle the guy with the football.
Yeah.
I mean, we make it real complicated.
Yeah.
You know, Coach Michoud used to always mess with Coach Beebe and say, well, how hard is it to play defense? There's only one football. So you just tackle the guy with it.
Go get the guy with the ball.
And you can imagine the response.
Oh, yes.
A small pickup there at the 42-yard line. So it will be 3rd down and 5. A little over halfway through quarter number 1. Guthrie second drive after opening with a 9-play, 63-yard drive. 2 receivers top of the formation. Dalen to throw, has time, goes downfield, and it's nearly intercepted. Looking for Owen Wilder again. It falls to the turf, and Guthrie will have a 4th down and 5 decision.
Right there, they had coverage. I mean, they covered everybody was covered. I mean, so he just tried to lay one up there and see if Owen can make a play. But if you look at the whole thing, everybody on every receiver we have downfield is covered. So John Marshall did a nice job on defense right there.
Yeah, they did.
Guthrie will punt the football away. Dalen Rice at his 45-yard line. Back at the 20-yard line is Andre Blake. It's a good punt. Can Guthrie get a bounce? No, Blake's going to field it at the 15. Here's his return in special teams. Much better again on this one. A couple of things they worked on, it looks like, after a couple big plays by the special teams a week ago. So Guthrie goes 3 and out.
Yeah, 3 and out, which is surprising, but I think also situationally, I think that's what you would do in a game if you're playing some competition, right? I mean, you're just going to do that in that situation as well. I think if they weren't worried about that and trying to develop, you probably would have seen them go for it on 4th and 5 from there. Had a lot of luck all night. I mean, the way the defense is playing, not too worried about giving them just a half the field.
Ball marked at the 16-yard line. Of course, the game of the week on the high school huddle is Bixby visiting Jinx. Bixby with an 8-7 early lead. Lauren Montgomery with a touchdown, down 7-0, goes for 2. They don't like trailing. They trail for a few, maybe a minute. They don't do that very often.
That offended them.
1st down and 10. Oh, the snap goes the wrong direction. The quarterback looks like he's able to jump on it. It looked like he went right to the tailback, but saving the fumble. Turnovers, Eric Garcia, freshman.
Which you guys have watched Bixby play more than I have calling state final games, but I've seen him a couple times live, and it seems like when they score their first touchdown, when they score they go for 2 every time.
Yeah.
Like it's not even a question.
Yeah.
Like we're going down, we score, we're going to go for 2.
And they're highly successful at it.
They're so dominant.
2nd down for the Bears, 2-back set. They'll hand this one off. Good block.
Oh, look at here.
Nice
Got
move.
a little wiggle to him.
Out to the 15-yard line. Here's ground level.
You'll see that little wiggle Coach talked about. He's a quick kid. We talked about it earlier, Chris. When they got a lot of athletes on the field.
Pick up a
just
3.
numbers, right? Numbers.
Yeah. Pick up a 3. Bears need the 26-yard line for a 1st down. Gamble Smith, big 77 in the middle. Breaks through. And the pass is incomplete. Bring that catch in. Would have been a 1st down for the Bears. Instead, it falls to the turf. And for the 2nd possession in a row, John Marshall will have to punt deep in their own territory.
Well, right there, it's just that extra half a count you need as a quarterback to set your feet and throw the football. And when somebody's in your face, you don't have that extra half a second. You come up a couple yards short on the pass as opposed to a completion. But But that's what that was right there. I mean, he had a receiver open, and he tried to hang in there as long as he could and still get the ball off. And we just were fortunate right there that we hit him underneath the chin and forced a bad throw.
Ball's at the 5-yard line. Another high snap. Here comes pressure. This might be a safety. He throws it. It's caught. Got a long way to go. Needs the 30-yard line. Not going to get there, but John Marshall, great job of avoiding a turnover. Good job of avoiding giving up points. They will give up field position, though.
Yeah. Blue Jays sitting here and obviously tremendous field. Good effort right here by this young man.
No, that's a good. I mean,
that was really good.
You don't have time to punt it, so we've got to get it off this goal line. I mean, that
ball out of bounds at the 16-yard line.
You at least give your defense a chance.
Third running back in the ballgame for Guthrie. That's Zane Thomas. He gets the call. He'll go left side. He'll juke and make his way to the 10, to the 5. Did he get into the end zone? Did not. He steps out of bounds. Nope, they're going to call him blue. They're going to call a touchdown. He had waved his hands.
I thought he marked him at the 1.
He did mark him out, yeah.
I think Dennis was just a little early on that.
Okay. Yeah, boy. Dennis got everybody excited.
We're going to play with some flashing lights.
15-yard carry. Man, we might as well just keep it going.
There we go. There we go. Got a little
I
excited.
thought he marked him out.
Hey, we get a second round of lights.
We're doing a lot better on the control of the lights, though, tonight.
That's true,
yes,
Sean.
Yes,
that's true.
Is it a sign you're officially old if the lights bother you?
Yes.
Okay.
Phil, the week you were gone, that I ruined the surprise, obviously.
Drive Wellness Lounge PAT's up and good. Guthrie with a 14-0 lead. Take a timeout. This is Guthrie Blue Jay football presented by F&M Bank.
Hayes Tree Service is a proud member of the Guthrie Chamber of Commerce and a huge supporter of Guthrie Public Schools. Cody and Kathy Hayes are available 24/7 for emergency tree work when Mother Nature hits. Hayes has the experience and equipment needed for tree trimming, removal, and stump grinding. Fully insured, Hayes is the company that other tree guys call for help. For a free estimate, call 405-535-6560 or find them on Facebook. Go Blue Jays!
There's one big difference between Vance Auto Group and the other dealers: transparency. We show all the discounts and rebates on our website long before you arrive. See your monthly payment, your current vehicle's value, Carfax, and everything about the vehicle you're interested in buying. You can even buy any vehicle, new or pre-owned, without leaving home, right from our website. Buy with transparency at the John Vance Auto Group.
John Vance Auto Group.
14-0. John Vance Motor scoring summer coming up here after the S&T Oil Field Services. Guthrie makes quick work off of the special teams miscue by the Bears. That was one of the keys for John Marshall, is if you do have to punt the football away, is to play the field position, and John Marshall's had a couple of high snaps that has led to great field position for the Blue Jays. As Guthrie will kick this one off again. S&T Oil Field Services. And here's a return from the 5-yard line. Guthrie's been good on special teams so far, and it will not get out to the 20. Good job there by the Jays as he take a look at the John Vance Motor scoring center with the flashing lights. Again, flashing during the play. 2 plays, 16 yards. Zane Thomas, all 16 yards on those 2 plays as Guthrie leads at 14-0.
We've had a lot of flashing lights during active plays so far.
Yeah.
I think we lead the state in that category.
We're getting used to the new lights, Scotty.
Yeah.
Isn't there something about playing under the bright lights? They're going to be ready for it.
Well, the bright lights, not the flashing lights.
You're correct.
Generally, no one ever wants to see flashing lights.
No. I usually start stretching when I see flashing lights. Going to have to run a little bit.
Daryl Singletary song, red flashing lights behind you. 1st and 10 for the Bears. Little option play, and there it is, just like Coach Mick said there by 17, Eric Garcia. He's a freshman, listed as a freshman, guys. And
that's some zone option right there. Everybody's just going to block the same way. Quarterback's going to go down the line of scrimmage. If he gets to the hash, he's either got to deal it or duck it. And so right there he sees the duck lane, gets up the hash, and gets about a 6-yard gain.
Gets out to the 23-yard line.
Best play of scrimmage from the line of scrimmage for them so far.
Yeah. Boy, I don't know if I just run right behind him a few times. He'll dish it off. It's caught at the 20. Makes a move to the inside, across the 25, up to the 30-yard line. Here comes a late flag. It's a first down on the play, but that flag comes in by the back judge. We'll see how that one comes into play.
I think we're going to get 15 added for face mask, would be my guess. That's what I look like from up here.
7-yard carry. Phil says it looks like it'll be an additional 15 yards, and Phil is exactly right, as that one will move the Bears to the best spot of the field they've been at all night. We'll catch it here on the Integrity Heat Now replay right there. Good job, Ronnie Phillips, of capturing that. And the penalty will move it to the 45-yard line.
Tell you what, this Garcia kid, this freshman, runs the ball well, throws the ball well. You know, today in the state of football today, though, we don't know in 2 years. He may not even be here. He may not be here next year.
Yeah,
it's true.
He may be playing for somebody else.
Unfortunately.
He's in the gun once again, is Garcia. Little misdirection play. Ball's fumbled, though, and Guthrie's looks like,
got it.
Yeah, Guthrie's got it. Sean Silva sees it right there. And on the recovery is Carlock. Or, no, that's not Carlock. That's Cade Barton. Cade Barton with the fumble recovery. And Guthrie's defense is really starting to add up these turnovers, guys.
Yeah, I tell you, this is what you want to see. You get, first week in district play, getting things done. See right here, good job by Cade. Cade always seems to be around the ball. Yeah, when you're an active player on defense, you put yourself in situations to clean up junk like that, Scotty.
Yeah, backside defensive end, the safety, stay home. You know, they did a good job right there and played his technique, and good things happen to you. You're rewarded when you do things right.
Yep.
One of our good friends, our dearest friends among all three of us, John Benson says, Phil, I'm with you on the flashing lights.
Yeah. Thank you, John. I yelled at a kid with my socks pulled up to my knees earlier this week out in my front yard, so I'm really getting worried. A lot of things are happening. It's terrible. No, we said it. You know, they're everywhere. It's cool. The kids love it. The majority of the fans love it. It's just change, just more change, right, Scotty?
Yeah, it's just more change.
I do like
if you like that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Then it's good. If you're a traditionalist, then you don't like it. But
no.
I do like it.
I am old, Joe. Remember, I'm old enough that you were in high school when I started.
I like how they don't go pitch dark. You know, there's times that they go really. Other facilities go real dark. Back to action. First down and 10 from the 36-yard line. Dalen Rice wants it all downfield. Has a man open and once again cannot connect with Jace Rainwater. Dalen's just a touch too strong on his passes right now, and I'm rooting for Jace to get a catch.
Absolutely. You just one more step on both of these throws, and he's got 2 touchdowns on the night. But
good shot at Jace.
Great shot at Jace.
You know, just again though, we throw the football best when we want to throw the football, as opposed to when we have to. Yeah. So those will come. Just got to keep taking shots.
Second down and 10. Toss to Zane Thomas, his third carry of the night. Gets to the 30, and he will go across the 25-yard line and around the 24. 12-yard pickup for Zane Thomas.
Over the last 3 years, we've seen bursts like that from Zane where he shows the speed, the quickness. I'd love to see this kid just put a game together offensively. Of course, probably see it here on the Integrity Heat and Air replay. He gets a little hung up. This is on the pass to Rainwater. Just got turned around a little bit there.
Yep.
But, good pass. Jace is going to get his catches this year. He's a good football player.
Jays from the 25-yard line. Thomas, 4 carries in a row. And nice tackle there by the John Marshall Bear, Andre Blake. Got a third down play upcoming. Get down to the 21. Just a 3-yard pickup. 4 down territory for the Blue Jays. Minute 47 to play in quarter number 1. Here on homecoming, third straight game inside Gelsman. They're going to make us go on the road next week. Guthrie will be at the Noble Stadium. Take on the Noble Bears, big district matchup. Elijah Smith into the ball game. Another great pause there, Coach.
Yeah, he's very, very good about letting those pullers get out in front of him and letting them work, and then just getting behind them and then and then slipping out of there. Good little run right there by tailback.
Did not get the first down, however. It will be a 4th down play. Guthrie will keep the offense on the field. Next snap, third down. I forgot the first down marker. There's Elijah on 3rd down and 1. And forward progress will get him to the 15-yard line, and it will be a 1st down for the Blue Jays. Second first down on this drive that started at the 36-yard line.
Yeah, good job. This is Blue Jay football. Going to run the ball. Like Scotty said, pass when you want to pass, right? Throw the ball when you want to throw the ball. Going to have good success there. And both those passes to Rainwater were good passes, just a smidge. Could have easily went for 6 on either one of those.
Just got excited, I think.
And there's a big, strong run. Big 18 trying to stretch it to the end zone. Cannot do it. That's Elijah Payne with the 14-yard carry to the 1-yard line.
I like the way he runs the football.
I think he's probably going to get it again here, Phil. There's Elijah, and this time he makes it in there. Standing up, touchdown, Blue Jays. I like the lights.
Well, they timed them good that time.
They did, Sean.
Yes, they did.
.32 seconds left here in quarter number 1. Stripe Wellness Lounge PAT upcoming. Snap, hold, kick. All 3 are good. Guthrie leads at 21-0. Back after this, Guthrie Blue Jay football homecoming 2025 brought to you by F&M Bank.
Mercy Hospital Logan County is here for you with our new Senior Life Solutions program designed specifically for older adults facing challenges like depression, anxiety, and grief. In partnership with Senior Life Solutions, Mercy Hospital offers compassionate, evidence-based mental health care. Our team are ready to help you or your loved ones improve their mental well-being. Call 405-260-4173 today to learn more of how Senior Life Solutions can make a difference.
Since 2002, S&T Oilfield Services has delivered trusted, family-owned expertise from Texas to Arkansas to Wyoming. With over 2 decades of experience, a spotless safety record, and certified professionals, we provide customized flowback solutions you can count on. From completion to production, we put reliability, safety, and your success first. Schedule service today at 580-799-4428 or visit satoilfieldservice.com.
21-0 here in quarter number 1. 3rd game in a row. The defense and the offense have really played well together.
Yep.
Victories over Duncan and Blanchard. Now here in district play against John Marshall early on as we get set for the S&T Oilfield Services kickoff. We'll pass some scores along here just briefly after this kickoff and scoring summary. I can let you know Altus leads El Reno 21-6. Here's the kickoff. And that was almost a perfect one. Return from the 2-yard line. And John Marshall will not make the 20-yard line. Phil, if you want to give us some scores from around the state of Oklahoma.
You bet. 6A action, 6A1, Broken Arrow and Wasso 0-0 in the second quarter. Edmond Memorial over Norman North 14-0. We've got Mustang and Moore deadlocked. Number 1 versus number 2 in 6A1. Bixby trailing Jinx 14-8. That's at the end of the first quarter.
And I forgot to say this last week, and I apologize as you see the scoring summary there. 7 plays, 36 yards, under 2 minutes. Elijah Payne with that 1-yard touchdown run. We had the sweets up here delivered this week by Bryson McSwain. We also had sweets last week delivered by Kelly Simpson, and a big, big thank you to Kelly for thinking of the broadcast team with that. So they were fantastic, Kelly. I can tell you they were gone. And I hope he didn't need the Tupperware back because I don't know where that's at over here. So good play by the defense for more than likely the final play of the first quarter as it's a loss on the play back to the 17-yard line. John Marshall does not have to take the snap, and they will not do that here in the final 2 seconds. Great opening act for the Blue Jays in quarter number 1. They'll go into the second quarter with a 21-0 lead. Back after this from Gelsma Stadium, this is Blue Jay football presented by F&M Bank.
You spoke. Chuck Hall listened. In the state Senate, Chuck Hall is delivering real conservative results. He cuts taxes, invested in our schools, and funded the largest investment directed to county road and bridge improvements in state history. Chuck Hall defends Oklahoma values: faith, freedom, family, and our way of life. Senator Chuck Hall, your voice, your values, your conservative fighter.
Whatever happened to predictability? The milkman, the paper boy, evening TV. You miss your old familiar friends, but waiting just around the bend. You're lost out there and you're all alone. A light is waiting to carry you home. Everywhere you look.
Along with Kel Evans, Lance Evans, and Wager Silvis, Connor Phillips, Ronnie Phillips, Sean Silvis, Phil Nichols, Scott Mick, I'm Chris Evans. Thank you for spending your Friday night with us here on GNP TV. And a big thank you to our great crowd out there. We've had some great viewership throughout the season. Great comments as well. Appreciate all of our moderators on the other side as well. Big thank you to Aaron Ryburn with all of our social media. So it is a team within a team. We thank them a whole lot. We begin second quarter action. Second down and 17 for the John Marshall Bears as they will now try to make their way to the south end zone. The handoff on second down goes to Blake. They'll try to reverse his field. Will not happen. He's tackled at the 5-yard line. Nice play there by linebacker Rowan McHone, who had a great game last week. He caused the fumble and had an interception as well. There you see 15 in your screen.
Pick six. Pick
six, yeah.
Yeah, I talked to Kelly Beebe today, and I talked about 15, and he said he has been a very, very, very pleasant surprise. You know, he was a hard-nosed kid last year, but he's really had an impact this year. So it's been a real pleasant surprise out of him.
You know, Phil, Rowan's been a kid that's thought he should start since he was an 8th grader.
That's right.
He's an intense guy. He loves to play, and finally getting out there, he's showing how bad he wants it.
Yeah, that's fun.
And Sean, he had a pretty good season last year on the wrestling mat.
Yeah, hard-nosed describes him very well. Wrestling suits him well.
Timeout. We'll take a timeout with John Marshall. This is Guthrie Bluejay football presented by F&M Bank.
For over 17 years, Jason Reese at Reese Appliance Repair has been the trusted name in our community when it comes to keeping your home appliances running smoothly. From refrigerators and washers to dryers and stoves, Jason provides expert repair services without the high prices of big-name companies.
Hi, I'm Jason Reese.
And I'm Marsha Reese.
And this is our son, Brayson Reese, and we are the owners of Reese's Appliance Repair. Call us for all your appliance needs, 405-819-8293.
F&M Bank loves giving back to the communities we live and serve in. Banking with us ensures your money goes back into your community. Our goal is to provide you with reliable banking you can trust, delivered with unique passion for service. F&M Bank has all the modern banking services, mobile banking, lending, reward checking, electronic checking, and more. We invite you to come see us at any of our 8 locations. Come see what relationship banking is all about. F&M Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Homecoming 2025. Guthrie enjoying the night so far, 21-0. Back to action, John Marshall Bears will have a third down and 21. They'll need to reach the 28-yard line for a first down, or they're in danger of snapping the punt for the third time into their end zone, where the punter will be if they can't get any positive yards here. Empty backfield. 15 seconds on the play clock. The crowd has really filled in nicely. Kudos to the John Marshall Band. They're here tonight as well. Pass over the middle is intercepted. Intercepted down at the 5-yard line. It was thrown right to number 28 for the Blue Jays. That's going to be not anybody on our roster. Sean, if he can work on that name, we'd appreciate it. And
that's Clayton Carey.
Well, no wonder. Clayton Carey just came out to the program a couple weeks ago.
Another one of those Blue Jay wrestlers said, hey, I'm going to go play me some foosball.
His dad told me he'd been playing football his whole life and didn't play last year and was missing it, so he went back out again this year.
Well, we're glad he's back.
Yeah.
Sean, you got a kid at your house decided to be a foosball player this year.
Yeah. Seems like they're recruiting hard in the hallways.
It's working. Here's a handoff, and down to the 1-yard line, Quadri Muhammad. Here's the interception here by Clayton Carey. The Blue Jay third baseman, wrestler. He's a state qualifying wrestler, too. Sean, you can talk about that as he returns it to the 5-yard line.
Yeah, definitely going to be a key player this year on the wrestling team. You know, that was his first varsity football play, and he got an interception. So perhaps he'll make an impact on the football team as well.
Good point. Good point. He's one of the fastest baseball players, too. There's a nice play by the defense coming off the edge on the tackle. There was number 20, Delvin Robinson Jr. He's a sophomore. All these names we keep mentioning for John Marshall, underclassmen. And Guthrie will have a third down play. No pickup at the 2. See if Jays run behind Morgan and Cooper Walters, 58-78 on your left screen. Dalen read it perfectly, and he'll go into the end zone. 2-yard touchdown run for Dalen Rice, and the Blue Jays are back on the board. Mixing up the light strategy here. They're a little bit darker than the ones before. Blue Jays once again take advantage of the turnover and put it into points as we get set for the Strive Wellness Lounge PAT. John Marshall late to get some players onto the field. Extra point here by Cesar Lopez. He is the perfect 4 for 4. And Guthrie now leads it 28-0. Take a timeout. There go the lights. This is Guthrie Blue Jay football presented by F&M Bank.
Founded in 2009, Terra Insure Group exists to serve the residents of Guthrie and the surrounding communities by delivering quality insurance coverage at the fairest possible rate. TIG isn't captive to one single carrier. The staff at Terra Insure Group, Seth Robbins, Jason Herzl, Dennis Oakes, Lisa Engel, Sarah Bowling, and Libby Wano, offer over 100 years of combined insurance experience. Call 405-293-4880 or visit them online at tigok.com.
Do you need to register that brand new car? Be sure to stop in at Guthrie Tag Agency. Need a tag renewal? The Guthrie Tag Agency can help you stay up to date. If you need to update your driver's license or obtain a real ID, let the Guthrie Tag Agency help assist you. Located at 2105 South Division Street, the Guthrie Tag Agency is open 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday and 9 a.m. to noon on the first and last Saturday of the month. For more info, call 405-282-3873.
Blue Jays increasing that lead up 4 scores now, 28-0. It all starting with Clayton Carey's interception. He'll take it to the 5-yard on his first varsity play. Dalen Rice on the third play of the drive will go into the end zone from 2 yards out. That is your latest John Vance Motors scoring summary. 28-0. S&T Oil Field Services kickoff. John Marshall still trying to get lined up here on the return team. A couple players back inside the 15-yard line. Guthrie will kick off right to left for the first time here tonight from the 40-yard line. Nice deep kick. Filled it at the 16-yard line. Out to the 25, and one of those probably should have let that one go. Might have gone out of bounds, and they had the ball around the 35, but anyway, John Marshall has it.
See who's on the tackle on that play? Clayton Carey. He's decided he's going to make himself a name on the football field. There you see him
way
right
to
there,
do it is
28.
make it hay on special teams.
That's right.
Man, Phil, these wrestlers make pretty good football players.
Well, that's what I always said, Sean. You know what the boys do when the men are wrestling.
Play basketball?
They play basketball.
Play basketball.
I didn't know we could say that, but yeah.
Well, we can.
We're not guided by the FCC, so that helps a little bit. It might cost Phil some points on his rating cards for state playoff contention.
Oh, well, it's just a joke. Just playing.
It's a strong committee. That's all I know.
It's true, but it was just a joke.
First down and 10. John Marshall takes over from the 25-yard line. They'll try to run it up the middle. And nice play. And that one could go for a long run for the John Marshall Bears. Guthrie trying to chase him down. Zane Thomas will grab the jersey and finally haul him down inside the 10-yard line. What a play there by Andre Blake.
Great play by Blake. But how fast is Zane Thomas?
Fastest kid on the field,
that
obviously.
Kid flew down the field.
Because one can run, our one just hocked him down.
Just tracked him. Watch right here on the Integrity Heat and Air replay. Watch one come from the near side. Man, he's picking him up, putting him down.
Coach Beebe talked about that speed.
Wow.
69-yard run for Blake. It's first and goal for the Bears.
Yeah, you relax one play. I mean, they've got some cats that can go. You can't relax or get out of position.
Gamble Smith says not this time. Big 77 with the tackle. He's having a great game.
You know what impresses me the most about Smith, Coach, is how quick he is. He's a big kid, obviously, but he's quick.
No, he really is, and he does a good job of using his hands and getting off blocks.
Yeah.
Coach Woodard's done a really good job with him.
Yeah.
Loss of 4 on the play. 2nd and goal. Coach, man, I kind of get your thoughts here after this play, but it seems like, well, we'll get that here in a second. Here's a pass attempt here for the Bears. They have it open. Caught at the 5. Nice tackle by the Blue Jay, Clayton Carpenter. It'll be 3rd down and go. The big plays that we've seen against Duncan Blanchard and now John Marshall have all been right in the middle of the field.
Yeah, just a crease right there. You know, somebody gets just a, you know, they may have had some kind of stunt called or something. Somebody got just pushed just enough, and then you get what you get. So you very rarely with this 50 defense see anybody go up the middle, but if you do pop it, it usually goes.
Bad snap, or maybe the quarterback didn't watch it all the way into the hands. Regardless of what it was, it's going to be a loss all the way back, and now John Marshall, really tough spot here. Although it's 4th down, they will keep the offense on here on 4th down and go down 28-0.
You know, from down here where I'm sitting, it looks like all these mishandles, the quarterback just isn't confident when he receives the ball.
Yeah,
it's like he keeps kind of juggling it, not sure what he's wanting to do with it.
Well, I think what he's looking at is these linebackers walking up like they're coming, and he knows he's only got 5 guys in the protection, and it looks like there's 7. Yeah. So he's got his eyes on the defense instead of catching the football first, which if you've been chased and hit enough, I don't
blame him.
Right. Yeah, those are nervous hands.
Nervous eyes, too. That was a great snap. But whistles will stop the play here. And John Marshall will take a timeout. Nope. We'll take a timeout. 7:31 to go until halftime. This is Blue Jay football presented by F&M Bank.
There's one big difference between Vance Auto Group and the other dealers: transparency. We show all the discounts and rebates on our website long before you arrive. See your monthly payment, your current vehicle's value, Carfax, and everything about the vehicle you're interested in buying. You can even buy any vehicle, new or pre-owned, without leaving home, right from our website. Buy with transparency at the John Vance Auto Group.
John Vance Auto Group.
For centuries, it was a windswept prairie until the run of '89 saw settlers scramble for land and life in a newborn town as Oklahoma's territorial capital, Guthrie. Bank First is loyal to the preservation movement that reclaimed Oklahoma's first state capital. And we're loyal to the banking legacy born at the corner of First and Oklahoma streets. Bank First. Loyal to Oklahoma. Loyal to you.
4th and go for the Bears. It'll be from the 12-yard line. Twin receivers each side. They'll throw for it. 17 into the end zone. Touchdown, Elijah Thomas, the junior.
That's big. Oh, we got a flag after the play, but that was big number 2 we talked about. Telling you what, just one hand. Looked like one hand, Scotty went up and got that and brought it in.
Yeah, he just reached out and grabbed it one-handed and ran a good route right there. Put it on him. I've been waiting for him to take a shot with 2. Just a quick catch and throw, you know what I mean? Just to see what happens with it. And they did right there.
Again, we do have a flag down. Waiting for the official word, unless I didn't see it from Bryson McSwain. Did we see? Give him the. I'm sure whatever it is, it might be giving him the options as we're trying to get Sean's microphone.
Do you want it on the extra point try, or do you want it on the kickoff?
We got a personal foul on number 34.
For
penalty's going to be on the kickoff. So John Marshall got the penalty, but it'll be enforced on the kickoff.
Just pointed toward Guthrie. Touchdown's good. We do know that, and we're trying to get Sean microphone in range here. Apologize for the popping. Stride Wellness Lounge for the first time tonight for the John Marshall Bears. A 75-yard drive for their first points. They will go for 2. They'll try to throw it again. Rolling. Man's open in the end zone. Same guy. It's Thomas with the 2-point conversion, and Guthrie's lead is down to 20, 28-8. 7:27 to play till halftime. This is Blue Jay football presented by F&M Bank.
Need a garage door expert you can trust? Meet Paul Creed, Guthrie born and raised, and the owner of A-Team Overhead Door. With over 25 years of experience, Paul is Guthrie's go-to pro for garage door installation, service, and repair. From simple fixes to brand new installs, residential or commercial, the A-Team has you covered. Call 405-642-7065 or email ateamoverheaddoor@gmail.com. A-Team Overhead Door, the varsity choice for all your overhead door needs.
Hayes Tree Service is a proud member of the Guthrie Chamber of Commerce and a huge supporter of Guthrie Public Schools. Cody and Kathy Hayes are available 24/7 for emergency tree work when Mother Nature hits. Hayes has the experience and equipment needed for tree trimming, removal, and stump grinding. Fully insured, Hayes is the company that other tree guys call for help. For a free estimate, call 405-535-6560 or find them on Facebook. Go Blue Jays!
John Marshall Bears, impressive. Big run to set up 1st and goal. Guthrie sent John Marshall backwards, but then here's on 4th and goal. Nice catch by Thomas to cap off a 75-yard drive. Took him 5 plays, and here's the 2-point try. He'll sneak into your screen. John Marshall on the scoreboard here in first half. Nice drive by the Bears.
Yeah, good effort by John Marshall. Good to see him compete and get on the board.
17, by the way, the freshman. Here's the S&T Oilfield Services kickoff. This is a good return here. Look at him go. That's on Amari Watson, and he's going to head to the house. Special teams on the board inside JLSMA Stadium.
No flags.
Wow. He's pretty fast too, Scotty.
Yeah, he can run a little bit.
Now we got a flag on the field. I didn't see what it was. Probably excessive celebration or something.
Could be. Would not be the first one this.
Yeah, I think they're going to hit 12.
Yeah, judging by the coach's reaction, it's a personal foul of some kind.
Mason Russell dance. No, I saw him do work on Monday at practice.
Little extra time in.
This is a unsportsmanlike on the Jays. Coach
number 12.
Yeah, number 12.
Darion
with that. We'll
just got a little excited, but you got to direct it towards your own team, and you learn. There's a good way to learn. It'll be on Monday. It's not a fun way to learn, but sometimes lose your minds a little bit.
Lopez with the PAT by Strive Wellness Lounge goes on to Harrison Avenue, and Guthrie on top. 35-8. We'll take a break. This is Guthrie Blue Jay football presented by F&M Bank.
At home, the office, or your commercial building, you want a professional roofing contractor you can trust. Red River Roofing Siding and Windows has been the Oklahoma leader in residential and commercial roof repair, maintenance, and replacement for over 2 decades. Partnering with the best manufacturers to offer the best roofing systems with the best warranty protection and the best financing plan in the industry. Avoid the high volume of underqualified, untrained contractors and call Red River Roofing Siding and Windows today.
Tina and Stefan and the entire staff, they are who you see them be. I mean, they're genuine people. They care about people. They've spent their entire lives in healthcare.
I can honestly say I'm 65 years old, and I'm probably in the best health I've been in my whole life, to be honest with you. And it's thanks to Stefan and his staff here, because everything they've done for me is just worked tremendously.
I just highly recommend Strive to anybody who's wanting to see a real improvement in their overall health, to be quite frank, their quality of life.
35-8. Blue Jays. Boy, John Marshall had a little bit of momentum, Coach, and that lasted for 15 seconds.
Yeah, that's one way to kill momentum is to come out and take the kickoff back the other way. That kind of.
Here it is, Coach.
Yeah, a couple good blocks, made a move, and it's a foot race. And he won it. It looked like they had one kid that might have, was in the area.
He dropped out.
Yeah,
quick.
he took about 2 steps and went, nah.
I can't catch him.
I'm done on that.
He made a business decision.
Yeah, he did. He made a business decision. That's correct. I can chase him another 40 yards, or I can just go to the sideline and save it for the next play. He chose option 2.
S&T Oilfield Services kickoff. 85-yard touchdown return for Amari Watson. Took him 15 seconds to do that. And here's the kickoff. The Bears will get it right back here. They went 75 yards last time they got the football. Here's a return from the 20 out to the 30. Big block down below as the return is out near the 40-41 yard line.
Number 2, Scannon, just absolutely lit up this John Marshall kid. I don't know if we got that on the replay. It was
on the bottom of your
boy,
screen.
to hear that.
I mean, right here, it's coming at you. Oh, love me some football.
Coaching point, you never want to stop your feet and accept the blow.
Ever.
It's that whole bug on a windshield deal. You know what I mean?
That applies to other things in life too, Scotty.
That's correct.
Here's ground level. Hopefully the young man is okay. He's down on the turf right now, so hopefully he's just shaking up a little bit and is okay. And
well, he took a shot.
Yeah, the medical team down there with him, so hopefully.
Sometimes that contact hurts no matter what.
Yeah.
But it seems to hurt less if you're trying to run through that contact as opposed to absorb it.
Well, yeah, it looked like he put his hands up trying to prevent it from happening.
Because football hurts.
Football hurts.
It does.
It's part of it.
It's a collision sport, not a contact sport.
1,000%. And you've got to be willing to. Our coaches, back when we wore leather helmets, Scott, but used to always tell us that, if you go full speed, you have less likely chance of getting hurt.
That's correct.
You just got to go full speed.
Take a look at some Class 5A scores brought to you by South Point Baptist Church as the young man is up. Looks like he's going to be able to walk off, so that's good news.
Absolutely.
Southeast trying to go to 5-0. Right now they lead Midwest City by a score of 10-8. Newcastle leads Duncan 24-14. Altus leads El Reno 21-6. 5A2 matchup, Noble leads Lawton. That was actually played last night. Noble wins that game 20-8. McAllister getting shut out right now by Coweta 10-0. Booker T. Washington leads Durant 14-7. Good matchup, Claremore and Tahlequah tonight. That's 7-7 already at halftime. Del City much closer so far with Collinsville this year, 13-7. Carl Albert shutting out Western Heights 36-0. Pryor beat Will Rogers last night 63-18. Those scores brought to you by South Point Baptist Church.
Well, Pryor's a good football team in 5A on the east side of the state, Chris.
Ranked number 3 in the high school huddle rankings. John Marshall on first down and 10. Little screen play. It's caught. And here's that man again, Thomas. Great job with Zane Thomas making the tackle. Just a 1-yard pickup. Looked like he could have been a whole lot more.
Yeah, we had one defender right there to make that tackle, and it was Zane Thomas, and he made that tackle. So
good job.
Good job right there by Zane playing assignment, seeing where the football was and going up and making the tackle.
Zane's going to be a 4-year starter for the Blue Jays. A lot of time offensively at the beginning of his career, but now primarily on defense. Pickup of 1 yard, 6.5 to play until halftime. Here on Homecoming 2025, we'll have the Guthrie High School Marching Band, their performance here coming up as well. Option, great job of taking that one away, and then that will allow Scammon to come up from the safety spot to make the tackle.
Coach Beebe will be extremely happy with his defense right there. He starts the year off every year basing the defensive premises off of defending the option. You get dive, you get quarterback, you get pitch. Who's responsible for what? In this instance, there is no dive back, so you've got to go quarterback to pitch. Right there, the pitch man's covered. They got the quarterback covered. Good job right there by the Blue Jay defense.
Yeah, give credit to the pitch man. Taken away was Gabe Jackson, 26, to allow Scammon to have that tackle. That's one of the things, and Coach, especially being an offensive line coach in your past, Scammon's going to get the credit for the tackle, but it really was set up nicely by Gabe Jackson as John Marshall goes through the air, and there's that guy again, Thomas, with the reception.
That's great coverage. I mean, that is great coverage. That's just the difference between a 5'8 kid and a 6'3 kid, and a perfect pass just dropped right in the basket. Look at here in the integrity, heat and air replay, great pass. I mean, Zane step for step right there with him. That's just an outstandingly executed play by John Marshall.
28 yards, Coach.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's one-on-one. It's me versus you. Quarterback put it where only his receiver can get it, and Zane had good coverage. Just like Phil said, that's just a good throw and catch by 17-2.
Back to the running game, back to Blake. Nothing up the middle, so he pops it to the outside. He's going to be driven out of bounds at the 25-yard line. 7-yard pickup.
John Marshall's got a good little combination of throwing it to 2 and handing it to 1. 17, when he has time, he's a serviceable quarterback, especially for a kid that's only a freshman. So they're doing some nice things on offense right now.
Coach, the big thing, Scotty, about 17, that freshman, he's tough.
Yeah,
this kid's tough. He's staying right in there.
He's already stood in there and took some shots, and a lot of times you guys have seen enough of these football games. Quarterbacks keep getting hit and they turn it down.
That's right.
And this kid hadn't turned it down yet because he's been hit.
Here's a handoff to the sophomore Blake, and Guthrie's defense will wrap that one up quickly. 4 Jays in on the tackle. And we'll see the bottom of the tackle, Rowan McHone on the tackle. Back at near the original line of scrimmage to bring up 3rd down and about, depending on the mark, somewhere around 10 yards to go. Forward progress actually be at the 29-yard line.
Yeah, you look at this John Marshall team, a lot of sophomores, freshmen, and juniors. Going to have a lot of kids back next year. If they can keep them all there, going to have a lot of kids back next year.
In Oklahoma high school football, you're allowed 1 transfer. Of course, you can always move into a district, but you are allowed 1 transfer without moving, and then that is gone as we have a false start on the Bears. If you two don't like the lights, and I know you two don't like the transfer rule.
I hate the transfer rule.
I agree.
I think if you want to go play football somewhere, you move to that community. You're part of the community, and I think we've lost it. I think we've lost a hey. We played Little League together. We played junior high football together, and I think we've gotten. I'm not knocking baseball because I love baseball too, but we've kind of gotten into this summertime baseball mentality of where, let's just go play with a couple of kids that we played with at some other point.
AAU basketball.
AAU basketball. It's that mentality instead of, you're rocking the.
Uh-oh.
3rd down and 12, caught in the backfield. And out of bounds in around the 15-yard line. Regardless of where he's out of bounds at, it's a 1st down. Quincy Jones, a senior.
Yeah, good play right there. Good throw, good catch. And they've had some good answers tonight.
Yeah, what John Marshall's doing is giving Coach Kelly Beebe and that defensive side of the coaching staff something to talk about at halftime. I mean, they've got some things to clean up here. Well executed. This kid just a good effort, good pass again. I mean, talk about that freshman quarterback.
Yeah, get the ball out of his hands, and he's a serviceable quarterback. But you can't sit back there and hold it.
1st and 10 from the 14-yard line. Joe Marshall can get 1 more 1st down inside the 5. Nice play there by Kellen Herzl, the senior linebacker. He wears jersey number 9. Looks good, too. 6'1", 220 pounds.
Yeah, he's all there, as you say. He's been an outstanding linebacker for Blue Jays last couple of years. Does a really good job.
Saw him at Walmart last night buying slacks for the homecoming court.
They had some that fit those legs?
He's a big old kid.
He's a big, thick kid.
He's a big old thick kid.
Of 2, 2nd and 12. Here's the freshman, Garcia, out of the pocket, throws it on the run, had a man open, almost intercepted, had a good pass, just couldn't bring in the catch for John Marshall, and luckily for Guthrie, it falls to the turf.
Yeah, it's definitely a break for the Blue Jays there. That was 6 on the board if he holds on to it. See it right here. Good job. 2 runs him off. Excellent. Man, wide open. Just flat. Didn't catch the football. It was a good pass.
Yeah, Phil, I think you said it well. Coach Kelly is going to have a lot to work on with this defense from this ball game.
Yes, no doubt.
3rd and 12. Back to the air. Nothing there left. And here comes the pressure. Loses his helmet. Hopefully he's okay. Looks like he's okay. And a Blue Jay loses his helmet. That's Gamble Smith.
Gamble threw his helmet off.
Okay. It looks like he's in pain somewhere.
He's holding his neck.
Yeah.
So hopefully he just got a little stinger.
And then a late flag in. A lot to clean up here on this one, Sean Silas.
The first time you get a stinger, you don't forget it.
No, and it scares you to death.
Scares you. It's more the scare than anything.
It is, because you've never had something that intense firing down. Your spine lets you know that something's not right.
Yeah, watch Gamble here.
Went up in the air.
Ooh.
Oh, right there. Yeah,
took that hip right in the head.
Yeah, that's scary stuff.
Kind of snapped his head back a little bit.
Yeah, that's scary stuff.
Ronnie can show it one more time. We can kind of show you the area that we're talking about here. Just that in that area right there.
Yep.
right?
Right here he makes contact.
Bam.
Yeah.
Just kind of snaps his
whiplash,
head back.
kind of movement. You'll see him immediately take his helmet off and grab the back of his neck. That's a stinger.
Yeah, that'll be sore in the morning.
Oh, yeah.
We went over some 5A scores. I think we'll keep it here. 5A scores, or excuse me, 6A1 scores real quick. Tulsa Union, Edmond Santa Fe. Both teams looking for the first victory of the year. Union leads Santa Fe 9-6. Ed Memorial leads Norman North 28-7. Tie ball game between Owasso and Broken Arrow. That's another big game this week in 6A1 football. Update score in the Jinx Bixby game of the week. Jinx leads Bixby 28-17. Deer Creek shutting out Enid 58-0.
Ooh.
Sorry, Coach Mick.
Hey, it's my 30-year reunion tonight. My classmates of 1995. I apologize that you are sitting through that, which I'm sure I probably shouldn't say this, but I'm sure they're already at the bar. So.
Another score.
You thirsty?
We got some water over
here. I got thirsty real quick.
Moore shutting out Mustang 15-0. And Norman leads Edmond North 7-0 as they continue to tend to Gamble Smith. Those are some 6A1 scores. Again, all these are now in district play. Taking a look at 6A2, Stillwater coming off the loss last week to Carl Albert, shutting out Lawton Ike 47-0. So Pulpa is shutting out Capitol Hill 28-0. Southmore taking it to U.S. Grant 57-8. Muskogee taking it to Ponca City 35-7. Muskogee looking for their first victory of the year. That game up in Kay County. PC North shutting out PC West 35-0. Pump City last night beat Northwest Classen 54-0. Sand Springs shutting out Bartlesville 37-0. That game at halftime. And another top 10 game of the week inside the high school huddle. Choctaw playing their first home game of the year. Guthrie's played 3 in a row. Choctaw just now playing their first game at home. It's their second game of the year inside the state. They lead Piedmont 22-16.
You know, you see.
Scores brought to you by South Point Baptist Church.
You bet. You see him, still on the ground, and start thinking that this, not trying to worry anybody, but might be a little more than a stinger, Scotty.
Yeah, that
bringing the card out.
Yeah,
that probably precautionary. With a neck injury, but you hate to see that for any kid, especially one of ours.
And he's having a tremendous year.
Absolutely.
That's obviously not the least important thing right now, but that senior Gamble Smith, 6'2", 275-pound nose tackle.
Guthrie Fire Department have made their way here. One of the good things about when you have situations like that is that the fire department is just on the other side of the baseball stand. So
absolutely,
and they're here already, but
zero time to get here and get things handled. So prayers up for Gamble. I'm sure he's going to be fine. It's probably precautionary.
Yeah.
Anytime with the neck injury, you don't mess around with those in football. So, but hopefully that's what it is with him. And
see mom and dad going down there. That's a scary time for everybody. And
no, that's your worst. That's the worst feeling ever as a parent to have when a kid doesn't get up.
When your babies aren't right, you're not right.
Yeah, that's
paramedics,
absolutely true.
Yeah, sorry guys. Paramedics were here, and now the ambulance from across the road, literally across the street here at the baseball, is making their way down to in the parking lot on the visitor side, and so they will hopefully this is all for precaution here, as we've showed the play a couple times, and Gamble just got friendly fire.
Yeah, just an awkward. That just goes to show. You talked about it being a collision sport. There's been over the years we've seen it. If you follow football at all levels, a lot of times these neck injuries are from those very awkward, weird plays. That it's not the big time collisions. No. Many times it's those just angles and just catch them just right.
It's the one you're not braced for.
Right.
You see those guys, especially with tailbacks, and they've kind of done a good job of taking it out of the game, but you still see it occasionally. A tailback will lower his head and you get that head-on collision. You think, oh well, man, that right there. But those guys are braced up for that.
Yes.
It's that one when you're not expecting it, that you're not braced for it, and then all of a sudden, you get hit at a weird angle, and sometimes your body doesn't know how to react to it. Right. So hopefully the young man's okay.
There you see the wide shot here as his defensive teammates go out there, check on him, make sure he's okay. Again, the ambulance, as you see on our wide shot, has come out, and I think they're going to
take him straight over to the ambulance and go get him checked out.
Did they end up using the backboard field? We don't need to get. I just want to make sure.
It appears they did.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Real quickly, as they tend to that, here's some scores real quick in Class 4A football. Woodward had to travel to Elgin. That's a long trip. So it's 2 hours for Woodward to get to Guthrie. Then it's another hour, almost a 4-hour drive for Woodward tonight. They're being shut out 34-0. Jake Hayes and the Poto Pirates lead Stillwell 17-8 at halftime. Ada leads McLean 35-7. Cash leads Elk City 7-6. Grove, who beat Sapulpa earlier this year, shutting out Catoosa 28-0. Sallisaw leads Hilldale 27-19. Broken Bow shutting out Glenpool 34-0. Cushing leads Skytook 21-7. Fort Gibson leads Wagner 30-14. Weatherford leads Clinton at halftime 7-0. Clinton in danger of going 0-4 to start the season. Bridge Creek leads Douglas 12-6. Bethany leads Chickasha 21-7. Tuttle Tigers leads Ardmore 28-0. Miami trails to Ulaga Talala 14-7 at halftime. And one other score, Blanchard shutting out Hera 28-0. Of course, Guthrie had a pretty easy victory last week against those Blanchard Lions. Those are your 4A scores, brought to you by South Point Baptist Church. The ambulance still has yet to depart Gelsma Stadium, as you see in our wide shot tonight.
Anytime it's a head and neck type of injury, they're going to be extra careful, very cautious.
And you want them to be.
Absolutely.
With a kid.
Absolutely.
I can jump down to some Class 3A scores. Don't have to go through all of them, but here's some of those scores. Cashaw Hall leads Inola 21-7. Berry Hill shutting out Cleveland 35-0. Heritage Hall leads North Rock Creek 21-6. Plainview, after an overtime loss last week to Davis, shutting out Purcell 28-0. Second-ranked Sulphur Bulldogs lead Perkins Tryon 14-6. Perkins and Sulphur, two very quality ball clubs in 3A football. Sulphur with a touchdown and a 2-point conversion lead. Vertigo shutting out Jay 9-0. And Kingfisher shutting out Pauls Valley 35-0. Number 1 ranked Lincoln Christian Bulldogs shutting out Stigler 49-0. Those are some of your scores in Class 3A football, brought to you by South Point Baptist Church. When we resume action, which we're getting closer, the ambulance has moved up the alleyway a little bit. Still have the ATV on the field, as you see. Dr. Mike Simpson also up there at the ambulance as well. And it looks like all the medical crews are dealing with Gamble, and I think Kent McDonald is going to take it upon himself to move the cart.
Well, it looks like Kent needs some instruction on how to get that thing going.
Just don't turn the lights on.
Blue Jays are on the set. They're all comfortable. Coach, you do it like this.
Well, just get out from in front of it while we're trying to figure out how to do it.
Hit that button. Hit that button.
They got it started.
There we go.
I don't know if it – I mean, that's
probably had to take it out of gear.
This could end bad, though. We're not out of the woods yet here with Kent. Eric zooming in on the all-stater. Kent McDonald's, still having trouble. What do I do now?
Football state champion, basketball state champion.
Yeah.
Take the emergency brake off, Fred.
Evidently cannot drive very well.
Kent, this is all captured. It's all captured here, Kent.
Got you on film, buddy.
You're going back. Okay. Kent. Everybody's watching.
Right, now put the emergency brake back on. There we go. Attaboy. Nice job right there,
And
Fritz.
Kent knows. Look at him.
Appreciate the initiative, but did someone get in the headset and how to turn it on?
Oh, I wish we had a way to tell him to wave.
By the way, he can go out and play football right now for Guthrie.
Oh, yeah.
Look at that.
Run 100 miles and never get tired.
Never get tired.
Yep. We captured it all, Coach. Oh, now we got 2 cameras on you, Coach. Oh, he's winded. Maybe he can't play wide receiver right now. All right, we're set to resume action. Good job, guys. And if we have any updates on Gamble, we will definitely share that with you here if we learn it. 4th down and forever, and Guthrie's going to get the sack, and the offense will have the football in around the 45-yard line.
Well, let me tell you, we had a really tough freshman, Scotty, that you coached for Blue Jays, played the quarterback position, named Brian Dutton. And I'm not saying 17's as tough as Dutton. I don't know. I haven't met too many that were or are.
I don't know that there's another human that's tougher than
But
Brian Dutton.
But that kid's tough.
Yeah, he's tough.
He
He's
is
absolutely tough. Brian Dutton may be the toughest individual I've ever met in my whole The Dolphin boys from El Reno tried to kill him when he was a freshman.
Yeah.
And he just kept getting
Just
up.
kept getting up.
Tough. Stupid tough.
Yeah.
You know, you bring up Brian Dutton when you talking tough. You made that statement. I had to go through my brain, and the one that we celebrate tonight or today, a Hall of Famer, was Brandon Bagwell.
Yeah.
He was tough. As Dalen Rice, the quarterback, will keep it. He'll get into John Marshall territory, and he'll be just shy as he picks up 9 yards, close to another Blue Jay first down.
I hate to chime in on all this tough talk, but you talked about the Dolphin boys and Dutton. Weren't all those wrestlers?
That's right, Sean.
Every one of them, yeah, they were. And them 2 boys tried to kill. I mean, they literally tried to kill Dutton.
All 3 state champions.
Sean never misses an opportunity.
Never.
Well, they were all 3 state. Here's Elijah Smith. He's trying to be a state champion here on a nice run. Coach Mick talked about the patience, and you see it downfield after breaking through the offensive line.
That's a running back. That's a running back right there.
He's down there. He's letting what Coach Michaud always referred to as a skinny lineman, letting those guys set blocks for him. He's bouncing in and out, just being patient and just moving the chains and looking for that crease.
20-yard run for Elijah down to the 26-yard line. First down and 10. Guthrie working quick. Here's Muhammad on the right side, across the 20, across the 15, and down in around the 12-yard line. 14-yard carry.
Follow Big Coop right there, and that's not a bad guy to follow.
Yeah, 4-year starter, senior.
Big 78, Coach alluding to Cooper Walters, 4-year starter on that offensive line, leading the way for Muhammad. First and 10, under 2 minutes to play here until halftime. 2 receiver set. Hand off to Muhammad, the 4th running back to carry tonight as he goes inside the 5-yard line. That spot will have a first and go for the Blue Jays. It looks like maybe a yard shy. Depends on the spot.
We're going to run the same football play right here, boys.
That was an 8-yard carry. And that's exactly Coach Mick saw. John Marshall did a better job this time, but regardless, it's going to be a first down for Guthrie. Pickup of 1. Well, they haven't motioned it yet. It's going to be close. They're trying to decide if, they're going to give it a first down. So first and go, Guthrie. I'm not sure if timeouts will matter for Guthrie, but they do have all 3 timeouts. It is first and goal.
With the wind the clock again, aren't they?
Yeah, they're running it.
7 seconds on the play clock. Dalen being patient here. Need to hurry 1 second. And there's the timeout. Now they're trying to get the play clock reset. There they go. And now Guthrie will take their time here. 20, now 18 on the play clock, 50 on the game clock as you see on your screen. Snap, Dalen hands it off to Elijah. And he breaks the tackle. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Blue Jays. What a run. Elijah Smith.
That's an outstanding effort, Coach. Just never gave up, kept those legs going, gets in the end zone.
Yeah, absolutely.
Great shot.
Got a John Marshall player down.
Blue Jays impressive 6-play drive. Only needed 45 yards to do it. As we check out the integrity heat and air replay. Look at it. Looked like he was down. Never gave up.
Yep, spun out of it and just kept his feet moving. And good run right there.
Great job.
Injured bear down in the around the 3-yard line, as you see on your screen. I can let you know that the ambulance that we saw earlier is still over there. So that's another great sign that it's not that emergent, quick to get to the hospital.
Yeah, right. Yeah, Scotty hit it right on the head. It seems to be 100% precautionary. And, I tell you what, with all the talk of head injuries and how it's affecting participation in football, and, Scotty, we're all of us up here love football, obviously, but, it's just I made the comment to my wife. This might shock some people, but I said, I'm starting to fall into that category of, man. I mean, how do we make this safer and safer? I mean, it's hard. And they're doing everything they can.
The NFL has probably been the most done the most on this, and obviously because probably they're the most criticized and the most
sued.
Sued, but they've done a lot of things to take collision out of the game, those big-time collisions out of the game. And we see it every week. Some people hate the new rules, and the old-timers, you can't touch anybody. But at the same time, if you've got a franchise quarterback, that's your moneymaker.
Yeah.
You don't want that guy slammed and, some big defensive lineman, all their body weight on them, or hit late, or, and they've done – and even the new kickoff in the NFL.
Yeah, which I hate.
But
it's safety.
It's safety. I mean,
I get it.
You've got 240-pound men running down the field as fast as they can run into each other, and it's just a safety aspect.
Yeah.
And I don't know if that will ever trickle down to the high school game. I would say that if you start seeing it in college football,
it'll get here
eventually. But just trying to make the game as safe as possible. Because here's the other thing about this, Phil. They do all this research with all these helmets and all these shoulders. This gear is the lightest it's ever been.
Yeah.
And to be able to make the gear lighter but also safer, that's big-time science that I don't understand.
Yeah, no doubt.
But they are, you don't want anybody hurt playing the game. It's supposed to be fun.
Yeah, that's right.
37 seconds of game time until halftime. There you see the scoring summary brought to you by John Vance Auto Group. 6 plays, 45 yards. A little over 2 minutes. Elijah Smith with his first touchdown of the night. That one from 3 yards out. Wilder, Thomas, Payne, Rice, Watson. 6 different Blue Jays have scored. S&T Oilfield Services kickoff. Blue Jays another 40-plus performance this third game in a row. Here's the kickoff. This one will.
Oh, that's dangerous.
Yeah, it got into the end zone. Once it gets into the end zone, there's no return in high school football in the state of Oklahoma. I think you can in Texas. You can return it out.
Texas with the UIL rules, they play NCAA rules, so you can bring it out in Texas.
And they have 2-minute timeouts.
Yes, they do.
Warnings, however you want to phrase it.
It's, Oklahoma's, we're in a different National Federation of High School Football rules, and so a lot of times too, that's some of the, where people watch college football or something and they go, "What? That's not a penalty." Well, it is.
It is here
with these rules.
It is tonight.
Yes.
John
But that's
Marshall.
also what's confusing.
Yeah, exactly. We talked about it a couple weeks ago, maybe having the same rules for everybody so everyone can kind of understand it. Could be the final play if John Marshall wants to. First down and 10. Stay tuned. Halftime, we'll have highlights brought to you by Companion Health. Guthrie High School Marching Band will perform at halftime as well. Bears will hand this one off. Get up near the line of scrimmage. No pickup there.
New quarterback. Right there on that play.
Another Rowan McCone slow to get up here. Boy, both teams have some injuries.
Well, this is what we talked about. These kind of games, this is what I hate. It's just.
No, you want to get through it healthy and get on with your season. So you don't like to see, for either team, you don't like to see these injuries.
I think Rowan's is being hit in the center.
Yeah, and
center lower area.
Well,
you know what I mean.
And not to bring this up, I talked to Mama Gibbs the other day about this, but he got hit there, I think, last game as well. So there you see our keys to victory earlier tonight was for Guthrie to stay healthy. And Rowan is now able to walk off. He walked off the exact same way, and here it is, guys. Stay healthy.
Yep.
Telestrator. There it is.
Stavish Delmas to start. Did that. No turnovers. Done that. Stay healthy. Yep. 2 of 1.
Ronan able to walk off, much like he did last week with
Waddle.
Oh, Waddle. Yes, yeah. I was trying to think he did the Waddle. Okay, I jinxed it. I won't say this will be the final play. Although it could be if John Marshall doesn't want to take a snap. 2nd down and 10. 10 seconds on the game clock. Bears will indeed run it. Oh, they're going to throw it.
Good ball.
And it's caught, and the return out to the 24-yard line, about a 4-yard pickup. And we have made it to halftime here in Guthrie. Blue Jays early and often. John Marshall gets on the board, though. And as both teams will head to the locker room, 42-8. Take a timeout, come back with the halftime show presented by Senator Chuck Hall. This is Guthrie Blue Jay football presented by F&M Bank. At South Point Baptist Church, we want you to cheer loud and be proud as we send the Blue Jays to victory. Afterwards, join us each Sunday in our friendly family atmosphere. South Point invites you, your family, and friends to join us each week with Sunday school beginning at 10 a.m. and our morning service at 11 a.m. South Point wishes all students this season to make fun and exciting memories not only on the playing field, but in the classroom as well. And as always, go Blue Jays.
Countless people in the community that have been coming to Strive as clients are seeing real changes in their lives for the better.
We're all about getting to the root cause of your health issues. We're proactive instead of reactive. We have weight loss medications like semaglutide, tirzepatide, and lipomino skinny shots, IV hydration, infrared saunas, cold plunge, 4D massage chairs, and our newest technologies, the M-Cella chair for urinary incontinence and M-Sculpt Neo body contouring increases muscle by 25% and decreases fat by 30%. Check us out at strivewellnesslounge.com.
Where some saw a pickle, we saw a masterpiece. A Sonic Smasher with Grillo's Pickles and Dilly Ranch, tangy pickle tots, and a Pickle Rita slush with pickle-flavored bubbles. It's called the Big Dill Meal, and it's a work of art.
A message from the Sonic Department of Research and Deliciousment. They say in life, you gotta look for the rainbows. It's right here in our new Rainbow Slush, a delicious prism of lemonade, strawberries, and blue raspberry. Discover Flavorista favorites in the Sonic app.
You wanna live free?
Integrity Heat and Air provides award-winning heating, ventilating, and air conditioning services to Guthrie and the surrounding areas. Integrity's indoor air quality specialists are friendly experts at service, repair, and installation. They proudly serve and install the latest Linux products and service all other brands with their A+ rating by the Better Business Bureau. Contact Integrity today at 405-833-5992 or online at integrityheatandair.com. Integrity Heat and Air, it's our pleasure to serve.
Mercy Hospital Logan County is here for you with our new Senior Life Solutions program designed specifically for older adults facing challenges like depression, anxiety, and grief. In partnership with Senior Life Solutions, Mercy Hospital offers compassionate, evidence-based mental health care. Our team are ready to help you or your loved ones improve their mental well-being. Call 405-260-4173 today to learn more of how Senior Life Solutions can make a difference.
Do you need to register that brand new car? Be sure to stop in at Guthrie Tag Agency. Need a tag renewal? The Guthrie Tag Agency can help you stay up to date. If you need to update your driver's license or obtain a real ID, let the Guthrie Tag Agency help assist you. Located at 2105 South Division Street, the Guthrie Tag Agency is open 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday and 9 a.m. to noon on the first and last Saturday of the month. For more info, call 405-282-3873.
Welcome back. Halftime show presented by Senator Chuck Hall. Some homecoming festivities going on there. You see members of the 1994 state championship cross-country team. Left to right, Brad Spinner, Barry Mize, Zach Stevens, Centon Jones, Gary Mize, and Jeremy Cleek. And on their shirts, Mike Dameron. Could not be here tonight, but they're supporting their teammate with those T-shirts. So congratulations to the 1994 state championship cross-country team, and they were so good that season. Congratulations to them. And just a little bit earlier, before they came out, it was the track and field state championship 4x4 relay team being recognized. There you see them right there. Coach Ballensiefen on the left, Coach Reese next to him, and Coach Jensen on the right. As they, it was the relay team of Peyton Reed, Haley Gallo, Maddie Brooks, and Cora Leach placed third. Actually, they won the state championship a year ago. So congratulations, Peyton Reed, Haley Gallo, Maddie Brooks, and Cora Leach. And there you see, once again, the state championship cross-country team being inducted to the Guthrie High School Hall of Fame. And other members being inducted to the High School Hall of Fame, Coach Willie Young and Brandon Bagwell, the class of 1995. And just an outstanding Guthrie 2025 High School Hall of Fame inductees this year. Congratulations to all of them. And here comes Brandon Bagwell at midfield. There we go. We got it. There's Brandon Bagwell, class of 1995. He led the UCO after high school. He took UCO to the national championship game. He was a All-American shortstop and center fielder. He hit the home run to get them to the national championship, and just really one of those great all-around athletes from junior high all the way to high school. So congratulations to Brandon Bagwell, and we'll keep it here one more time as he's being recognized, and then we'll get our Coach Young and his family have made the way up there. But congratulations to Brandon Bagwell, and now here comes the Young family. And Coach Willie Young, a legend here in Guthrie. Everybody knows Coach Young, and his son made his way from Chicago, Illinois, and Shannon Young. His other son, Kendall Young, made his way from Minnesota, and his daughter, Siobhan Young, made the way over from Russellville, Arkansas. Of course, the middle of all that is Miss Gladys Young. We lost Coach Young a few years ago, and there you see Coach Young's grandson being recognized. Kendall didn't make it out to midfield tonight, but there's Shannon on the left, Siobhan in the middle, her son, and then Gladys Young on the right as Coach Young inducted into the High School Hall of Fame. Of course, Shannon, my classmate, 1996. He's already in the Hall of Fame for his domination in cheerleading. Now he goes across the world, nation, I should say, U.S., and coaching other programs on how to be. He went teaching them their choreography. Yes, thank you. And he's among the best at what he does. Of course, he was a big-time cheerleader at Nebraska. His sister next to him was a cheerleader at Oklahoma State University as well. Shannon, a national champion as well. Just a great family. They're here tonight to support their late father and husband, Coach Willie Young.
Yeah, Coach Young's a legend, obviously, as you said, Chris. But Shannon, I tell you, that you and I are fortunate we could serve on that committee, the Hall of Fame committee. And Shannon, one of the most appreciative recipients I've ever seen in my life when he was inducted here a few years back.
Absolutely. Congratulations to all the 2025 Guthrie High School Athletics Hall of Fame newest members. We'll take a timeout. When we come back, it's the Guthrie High School Marching Band. This is the halftime show presented by Senator Chuck Hall.
Interbank is proud to stand behind every athlete, every team, and every fan this season. We're more than a bank. We're your neighbors, friends, and fans. Whether it's personal or business banking, Interbank is proud to help our neighbors achieve their financial goals every day. Located just blocks from the Rock. Come and see us at 224 East Oklahoma or call us at 405-282-0470. Interbank, in it for you. Member FDIC.
Where some saw a pickle, we saw a masterpiece. A Sonic Smasher with Grillo's Pickles and Dilly Ranch, tangy pickle tots, and a Pickle Rita slush with pickle-flavored bubbles. It's called the Big Dill Meal, and it's a work of art.
A message from the Sonic Department of Research and Deliciousment. They say in life, you gotta look for the rainbows. It's right here in our new Rainbow Slush, a delicious prism of lemonade, strawberries, and blue raspberry. Discover Flavorista favorites in the Sonic app.
If you wanna live free.
Since 2002, S&T Oilfield Services has delivered trusted, family-owned expertise from Texas to Arkansas to Wyoming. With over 2 decades of experience, a spotless safety record, and certified professionals, we provide customized flowback solutions you can count on. From completion to production, we put reliability, safety, and your success first. Schedule service today at 580-799-4428 or visit satoilfieldservice.com.
I've known John for a long time. I like the fact that I can drive into the Autoplex and I know I'm going to get greeted by a courteous salesperson that's really there to help me. not to pressure me to buy a car, but to help me. I've sent a lot of people to John. They make you feel like they were very, very glad you bought a car from John Vance.
John Vance Auto Group, it's all true.
John Vance Auto Group.
Pillows, sheets, and beanbags. This sale makes it a convenient way to shop for all your sleeping essentials. Proceeds from the sale benefit the Guthrie Band program.
Yeah, it's worked at it.
I mean, he worked at it.
He did. Everybody says, well, you wrestle. Was it really?
Guthrie High School is proud to present in halftime performance drum majors Peyton Edberg, Kendrick Fair Rose, Brianna Powell, and the Guthrie High School Marching Band.
Companion Healthcare is a top provider of home health, hospice, and private home care services in Oklahoma. If you've experienced an injury, illness, or hospital stay, then Companion Home Health can help you in your recovery with skilled nursing care and rehab therapies. The Companion Hospice team provides gentle care for the patient and meaningful support for the whole family. They are a Guthrie family-owned business with years of experience and trust caring for the people in our own community. Loyal supporters of Guthrie Bluejays sports.
At Mosquito and Pest Authority, our job is to keep you pest-free. Our signature mosquito control service and pest-proof barrier 360 service ensures that you aren't bothered by mosquitoes outside or pests inside. That's right, 2 brands, 2 services, only 1 visit needed. Don't believe us? We guarantee it, or we'll come back at no charge to you. No mosquitoes, no pests, no contracts, guaranteed. Call Ronnie and Sarah Phillips today at 405-916-0471. Go Blue Jays!
F&M Bank loves giving back to the communities we live and serve in. Banking with us ensures your money goes back into your community. Our goal is to provide you with reliable banking you can trust, delivered with unique passion for service. F&M Bank has all the modern banking services, mobile banking, lending, reward checking, electronic checking, and more. We invite you to come see us at any of our 8 locations. Come see what relationship banking is all about. F&M Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
At Hayes Funeral Home, we take great pride in caring for our families and community and have committed to providing you with a beautiful, lasting tribute to your loved one. Honoring your loved one is our top priority, and part of that is assisting you to help deal with the grief during difficult times. Everyone's needs are different, and for that reason, families can entrust their loved ones' wishes to our family. We have a wide range of resources to support you not only today, but in the weeks and months to come. Visit them online today at hayesfh.com.
You spoke, Chuck Hall listened. In the state Senate, Chuck Hall is delivering real conservative results. He cuts taxes, invested in our schools, and passed the toughest anti-illegal immigration law in the nation. Standing shoulder to shoulder with President Trump, Chuck Hall defends Oklahoma values: faith, freedom, family, and our way of life. Senator Chuck Hall, your voice, your values, your conservative fighter.
For over 17 years, Jason Reese at Reese Appliance Repair has been the trusted name in our community when it comes to keeping your home appliances running smoothly. From refrigerators and washers to dryers and stoves, Jason provides expert repair services without the high prices of big-name companies.
Hi, I'm Jason Reese.
And I'm Marsha Reese.
And this is our son, Brayson Reese, and we are the owners of Reese's Appliance Repair. Call us for all your appliance needs, 405-819-8293.
Welcome back. It is the halftime show presented by Senator Chuck Hall. Glad to have the senator on the program this season. They made a trip to Washington, D.C. I saw a photo he took outside of Air Force 2 with the Vice President of the United States. So the Oklahoma delegation got to go up there and do some cool things and talk to the national leaders there. So Senator Chuck Hall, Bill Coleman was also up there. the House Speaker, all that. So big thank you once again to Senator Chuck Hall, our halftime sponsor for the entire 2025 football season. Cool halftime job there by the Guthrie High School Marching Band. Sean can probably tell us a little bit about that here in a little bit as they got to put on their full performance. Let's go ahead and do this, guys. Let's take a timeout, and then when we come back, we can come back with the highlights of the first half, brought to you by Companion Health. It'll be our final timeout, and we'll be able to not miss any of the action. This is the halftime show presented by Senator Chuck Hall.
Mercy Hospital Logan County is here for you with our new Senior Life Solutions program designed specifically for older adults facing challenges like depression, anxiety, and grief. In partnership with Senior Life Solutions, Mercy Hospital offers compassionate, evidence-based mental health care. Our team are ready to help you or your loved ones improve their mental well-being. Call 405-260-4173 today to learn more of how Senior Life Solutions can make a difference.
I have brought you here today to beg you to call Red River Roofing. They have the best trained staff in the state. The Red River sales consultants are experts that make sure every single roof is 100% waterproof.
I appreciate all your hard work.
Please save your questions for the end. In closing, call Red River today for your free inspection.
I'm convinced.
Red River Roofing. Even the kid gets it.
Welcome back to the halftime show presented by Senator Chuck Hall. Guthrie leads it here at halftime 42-8 as we take a look at some of the first half highlights brought to you by Companion Health. And Coach, Guthrie got it going early and often.
Yes, they did. Nice throw, nice catch, good route right there by Owen.
Defense.
Good defensive pressure right there.
Cade Barton.
Yep.
Here comes the one of the miscues on special teams tonight. This could have been a whole lot worse, though, for the Bears.
Absolutely. The kid kind of made a little heads-up play. I know they didn't get a first down of it, but they did get it out of the end zone.
Guthrie was set up at the, I believe this from the 16-yard line. It was all Zane Thomas. He runs that one out from 1 yard. Guthrie led at that time 14-0. Here's a fumble recovery that's going to set up the offense. Guthrie at the 36-yard line needed 7 plays. There you see the football. Barton once again. Good game so far for Cade Barton. It's going to set up the touchdown run of Elijah Payne from 1 yard out. Guthrie led 21-0. More defense, Coach. Interception first. Varsity play. Clayton Carey. Watch out, boys. This is how you do it.
Right man, right spot.
Tackled around the 5, and here comes QB1. Dalen Rice, 2-yard touchdown run. Guthrie led 28-0. Here's John Marshall's touchdown. Nice one-handed catch.
That's a great one-handed catch right there.
That was Thomas. And here's Thomas on the 2-point conversion.
Run a little hide route going back the other way.
28-8. But just like that, Coach, Amari Watson on the ensuing kickoff.
Yeah, that's a momentum shifter right there. Just take it and house it and get those points back.
85-yard kick return. Guthrie on top, 35-8. Guthrie gets on the board one more time. Elijah Smith from 3 yards out, never gave up as he capped off a 6-play, 45-yard drive. Those are your first half highlights brought to you by our good friends at Companion Health, another great company, Phil. We welcome them back to the broadcast this year.
Good to have our friends at Companion back with us. Do so much in our community. We talked about John Vance earlier, Companion right there with them. They just, anything you need in the community, they're there to help.
Absolutely. They got a few locations around the state, but they are headquartered right here in Guthrie. Big thank you to them and the Chapel family and all that they do for some tough times and some also times to rehab. And so,
yeah, I mean, they just do so much for the health and well-being of not just our seniors, but just everybody. I mean, just a great family and a great staff.
Yeah. We get set for second half action. Guthrie leads this one 42-8. If I remember correctly, Guthrie will receive the football to begin. John Marshall missed. Yeah, they deferred. Yeah, Guthrie got the ball, and on their opening drive went 9 plays, 63 yards. So indeed, it will be John Marshall getting the ball here to begin quarter number 3. Ronnie, if we can pull up the game officials, we'll give them a shout out real quick while we have time. They traveled from South Oklahoma, so long drive referee Bryson McSwain, the umpires Barry Hudson, head linesman Dustin Johnson. Line judge is Craig Jameson. And the back judge is Brett Hayes.
Best cookie I've ever had. I had it at halftime.
Well, the marshmallow really separates it.
Well, it's hard to improve perfection, but they did it somehow on that chocolate chip cookie. It's amazing.
Bryson McSwain, the white hat, and his family do a tremendous job with that. And thank you once again for thinking of us as they make the trip up here to Guthrie. Hey, real quick, one score in 6A1 that's interesting. Moore leading Mustang 18-15.
Jeez. Of course, the big question there is who's playing quarterback for Mustang.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it's Jaden O'Neill.
No, sure doesn't.
Bixby leads Jinx at halftime 38-35. Union and Santa Fe, somebody's got to win that football game. No, they have not won a game yet between those two squads. Union with a 3-run home run to lead it 9-6. We're set for the S&T Oilfield Services kickoff. And this one will bounce, and here's a return from inside the 5-yard line along the far side out to the 20-yard line. Good job there by the special teams.
That's been a real improvement tonight, right? I mean, you've seen these kids really on special teams play a lot crisper, a lot cleaner game, doing the fundamentals correctly. Real improvement over the first few weeks.
Ball will be marked at the 20-yard line officially for the Bears. Quarterback, number 17, the starting quarterback for John Marshall, appears will not be able to go in the second half as well, Eric Garcia. And so the backup quarterback in there, is that 15 guys, McClendon?
Looks to be, Chris.
Another freshman.
Boy, they got a lot of underclassmen on this roster. John Marshall entering the season 1-2, and the young freshman will get John Marshall to jump off sides. Or excuse me, Guthrie to jump off sides. Look at John Marshall again, 1-2. They beat Star Spencer to begin the season 36-0, lost to Southeast 20-0, and lost to Class 4A Elk City 42-20 in their last meeting. Pass caught near side, tackled before the 25-yard line. Darion Whitehorn in on the tackle. Also in the area was Mason Russell for the Blue Jays.
Well, Mason's active for that defensive line. He gets out and goes sideline to sideline. Talk about a motor. He's got one.
5-yard pickup. Mason Russell, by the way, spotlighted on KOKH TV, Fox TV, for being their player of the game.
Yeah.
They went up to the practice field, interviewed him, kept the helmet on. I don't know if that was the right look or what they wanted, but he kept the helmet off, did a great job in his interview. He talked to Coach Beebe, had a lot of good things to say about Mason Russell as well. Our last week's North Church player of the game. Here's the option play, and it'll get a couple of yards as a host of Blue Jays in on the tackle. I'll tell you guys, 26, Gabe Jackson has had a good game with the tackle.
Had a really good ball game.
Yeah, and he had a nice game last week, too. They kept trying to throw quick screens on him, and he did a good job of setting his receiver back into the lap of their offensive receiver and messed up a couple of those plays.
Just a sophomore.
Yeah, just a sophomore.
5'11", 175-pounder. There you see on the right side of your screen, number 26. 3rd down and 4 for the Bears. 11 seconds on the play clock. Backup quarterback trying to get the Jays to jump again. Not going to happen. Needs to snap here in the next 5 seconds, though. Mouthpiece is out. Slaps the hands. He's going to hand it off. They're going to try to run forward, and it was quickly collapsed. Kellen Herzl will get the tackle, but zooming in there pretty quick was Dominic Officer, number 17, to feed him to Kellen Herzl, and the Bears up here will have to punt the football away.
I think that was Mason, actually.
Is that Mason? I saw 17.
Our player of the game right here. See, Mason's going to flow over. He's going to clean him up right here.
Yeah, number 6, I apologize.
Good job.
Also feeding him to Mason was number 5, Braden Pena, as well. 4th down and 5. Back deep is Cody Carlock, 6 foot, 160 pounds. Another bad snap. John Marshall's going to have to run for it. And they'll get back near the line of scrimmage. So Guthrie will have great field position once again in around the 25-yard line. 9:19 to play in quarter number 3.
Yeah, it's been a struggle for them all night getting the ball back. come out here, Coach. In a game like this, you want to come back out in the third quarter, keep your offensive starters out there for, what, about half the third quarter, depending on how the flow of the game goes?
Well, yeah, and you're going to want to get your skill kids rotated out, a couple at a time.
Yep.
I never like to mass sub an offense.
Right.
You're going to want to leave your starting offensive line in there for game shape, and then you might there we go, throwing the ball.
There's Jace Rainwater, breaks the tackle. He's going to get into the end zone. Touchdown, Jace Rainwater from 25 yards out. They've been trying to hit the senior wide receiver, and they do here in the third quarter.
Good for Jace. That's outstanding. See it here on the Integrity Heat and Air replay. I don't know if we've got that dialed up and running or not, but here it is on the replay. Good job. Outstanding. Good throw. Just a little throw catch, Coach.
Yeah, just a little out route. Coming off of motion. Put him in the flats and throw him the football, and he does the rest.
Strive Wellness Lounge PAT upcoming. First time on this side of the field. It's up and good. Guthrie now increasing their lead as we go to a break here. This is Blue Jay football presented by F&M Bank. At South Point Baptist Church, we want you to cheer loud and be proud as we send the Blue Jays to victory. Afterwards, join us each Sunday in our friendly family atmosphere. South Point invites you, your family, and friends to join us each week with Sunday school beginning at 10 a.m. and our morning service at 11 a.m. South Point wishes all students this season to make fun and exciting memories not only on the playing field, but in the classroom as well. And as always, go Blue Jays.
You spoke. Chuck Hall listened. In the state Senate, Chuck Hall is delivering real conservative results. He cuts taxes, invested in our schools, and passed the toughest anti-illegal immigration law in the nation. Standing shoulder to shoulder with President Trump, Chuck Hall defends Oklahoma values: faith, freedom, family, and our way of life. Senator Chuck Hall, your voice, your values, your conservative fighter.
Jays to kick this one off again for the second time here in quarter number 3. 9:09 to play in the third quarter. Blue Jay scoring summary brought to you by John Vance Motors. One play, 25 yards, 17 seconds. Jace Rainwater with the touchdown. All scoring summaries once again brought to you by John Vance Auto Group. South Guthrie exit. We're set for the S&T Oilfield Services kickoff. This one fielded at the 3-yard line. Here's the return. Special teams have not been real strong for the Bears as they'll get out to the 15-yard line. A lot of people asking, we have not heard an update on Gamble Smith. I think we believe it's precautionary when he left, but if we get any news, we will be sure to share that with you on the injury to Big 77, who's had a great start to the football season. Hopefully he's okay and can be ready for next week's game as Guthrie travels to Noble, take on the Bears. Back-to-back week with some Bears.
When do they build their new stadium over there, Chris?
It's the same stadium. Now they've done some remodeling. Improvements. They had the end zone building that a lot of facilities have. But same location if you're going to make your way out to Noble next week, as the snap mistakenly falls right into the hands of the running back where it was eventually going to go, but it was not the way they had intended to, as the Bears maybe get a yard. And here's a flag thrown 20 miles up in the air.
A little pushing and shoving.
There you see Bryson McSwain, this great officiating crew. It's got a notification that Connor Phillips liked our post on Instagram.
Oh, multitasking.
You can follow Guthrie News page on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter for game updates. A big thank you to Aaron Ryburn supplying those updates throughout not only tonight, but the entire football season. Still talking about this one. Got to write down the unsportsmanlike As we check it out here on Integrity Heat and Air Replay.
A little extra business there at the end of it.
34 might have just got caught. We'll see if that's on Corey Carlock or not. Sometimes the second guy is caught, but it might be the first guy.
Yeah, usually it is the second guy, but you got to be smart enough not to do that right there.
Right in front of everybody.
Yeah, you're on the top of the pile in front of everybody.
If our camera's going to capture it, the official 3 yards away is definitely going to see that.
Absolutely. You got to be smarter than that.
After the play, personal foul, John Guthrie. Personal foul, John Marshall. They will offset. It will not offset on Monday for 34.
I love it when they handle it like that, though.
Yeah, good officiating.
Good officiating.
Yeah, just knock it off. Let's play football.
Yeah, let's play football.
So you will replay the down, correct? The offset.
Should, if they call it during the play.
Oh,
yes.
no, he said after the. He said after the play,
Yeah.
which it was after the play. So it is a 2nd down and 10 play.
Second down. There we go. So result of play.
There it is.
Post-play penalties, offsetting.
Yeah, lost 2 on the play. So, again, the play stands, so it's 2nd down and 12. Connor Ace has it right on your graphic. The scoreboard in the stadium. Just a few yards off, but that's okay. 3 seconds on the play clock. Snap just in time. They'll hand it off. Near tackle. Boy, look at that player again, and that's the visiting camera in our way. We apologize for that, as that's a loss on the play.
Hartzell there first, and then 35 cleans it up.
Looks like the tackle around the 9-yard line, so it's going to be 3rd down and long, about 3rd down and 18. For the John Marshall Bears, seem like they've been inside their 10-yard line quite a bit here. Need a big 1st down, though, to keep this drive. It's almost intercepted twice. Rowan McCone, he's upset with himself. He had another turnover in his mind, and Gabe Jackson, off the reflection, almost hauled it in himself.
Yeah, they're trying to run a little crossing route right there, and quarterback just didn't quite let it clear. You got to get the ball up over the linebackers and down in front of the safety. Just didn't quite get it high enough over the linebacker and got his hand on it.
So the Bears will have to punt from their end zone again. .13, the punter. Bears are going to be in trouble. They're going to spend a timeout. They just have been unorganized on special teams. Is it a penalty or a timeout? John Marshall takes a timeout.
Now, Coach Michoud will tell you, do not take that timeout on special teams. Take the penalty, because you waste your timeout trying to get a guy on for punt team when you're already backed up anyway.
It's going to be half the distance.
So just take half the distance to the goal, save your timeout. You're already in bad field position.
It's a 6-yard penalty, basically.
It's a 6-yard penalty. It's not that big a deal.
Ricky Bobby's a smart man.
Ricky Bobby is a smart man.
Smart man.
Yeah, I messaged.
Another Hall of Famer.
Yeah, I saw him today at the Hall of Fame reception. We had this. Got to find Sean. You hear the pop, you always got to find Sean. Remember the extra point in the light in the darkness?
Yeah.
I messaged Coach Michoud. I go, well, you can add that to your special teams resume of kicking extra point with the lights off.
Yeah, a little distraction drill. Let's just see how good you are.
4th down, 18 after the timeout. Bears will be in their end zone. See if they can get this snap. It's been the big part of this entire special teams miscues tonight is the snap. Another low snap, but low line drive punt. Filled it by Carlock on the far side. He's at the 30. Tries to split a couple of defenders. Breaks a tackle across the 20.
We got a flag on the field.
There is a flag down.
Block in the back.
Yeah.
Guthrie will take over with 5:04 to play here in the 3rd quarter. This will be second drive for Guthrie offensively. There's the call there. The official and Sean Silva saw it at the same time. So Guthrie will set up shop at the John Marshall 45-yard line. Guthrie, to say the least, has dominated field position tonight. Dalen Rice in there at quarterback. The running back, Elijah Payne, number 18, 5'10", 185-pounder. Motions out. Here's Rice's throw. Underneath the rainwater, flag down. Jace across the 30, near the 20-yard line. 25-yard pickup, but this one might be coming back.
We had 9 people downfield.
Well, we're setting up a middle screen right there to Jace, and I think as long as he catches that football behind the line of scrimmage, it's legal.
Yeah.
But I think he was just a yard across.
Yeah.
Coach, we got the late into that one. Ronnie will use the edit key to get that one back, and maybe we can draw it up here real quick, Coach. We got to get this one in here.
Oh, waving it off. Waving it off. Wave the penalty off.
So they're going to block 1,000. They're going to block 1,001, and then all these guys are going to release, and they're going to take Jace and slip him right down here and throw him the football as all these defenders rush. And so that's what you're going to get here on this little slip screen.
Well, I'm glad for Jace. The play will stand as he picks up 25 yards. Back to the running game. It's big 18 Payne running the football as he'll take it down inside the 10.
That kid's a load.
It's really just so many weapons Guthrie has running the football.
Really do, and that passing game's really came alive the last few weeks. It's just been just measurable improvement each week.
25-yard reception for Rainwater. Now 11-yard run for Payne. It's first and goal for the Blue Jays from the 9-yard line. Payne stays in there. Here you see Maddox Vaughn, Owen Wilder, and Jace Rainwater to the right. Dalen goes the other way, throws it into the end zone. Incomplete, trying to find Amari Watson. Already one score tonight. Pass a little to his left, and maybe not enough underneath it. Second and goal. One of those deals that maybe Dalen's thinking, man, I've been a little too strong on my passes. Now I'm going to
just take a little
bit off.
Yeah.
Hamburger smoke, Sean, across the football field. That means we're getting close to the Terry and Sugar Group postgame show.
Yeah, definitely. It's reminding me I didn't eat dinner before I came.
Elijah Payne, John Marshall will be credited with the tackle for loss. And it's going to be back all the way near the 14, maybe the 13-yard line.
Sean, are you cutting weight again? You got a match coming up or something? I mean, what's going on?
Phil, you saw me when I came in. Clearly that's not true.
Well.
And Sean, not to call you out, I know Lindsay's watching, but I think you had a couple of slices of pizza. I thought maybe that was your lunch or your dinner tonight.
No, there was no pizza left, or I would have ate it all.
Oh, okay.
As I said, I went out to look at pizza at halftime, and I said, yeah, there's zero chance getting a piece of pizza when the Phillips boys are around.
That's true.
Boy, they'll pound that pizza.
Working press box, right? Dalen Rice over the outstretched hands of Maddox Vaughn. Passes incomplete.
Yeah, just that last little bit of pressure. Kind of took a shot right as he was letting loose of it.
Hold that arm a little bit.
Helmets on the elbow don't feel good.
They're owies. Yeah, they hurt.
Guys, you mentioned Gamble Smith earlier. I don't have much to report other than he was moving all of his limbs, his fingers and toes, his arms, his legs.
Good.
He was moving everything, but they took him out for precaution, took him to the hospital, get some x-rays, make sure that everything's okay.
Very good. Very good.
Thank you, Sean, for that Mercy Health report. Fourth and goal for the Blue Jays from the 13-yard line. Dalen looking, throwing. Feet are in, right?
What a catch.
That was an incredible catch.
And I think we might have to go to our field. That's Amari Watson. Hopefully Lance Evans caught that on their field camera. Watson with a 13-yard touchdown reception. His second touchdown of the night. Good throw there, Coach.
Yeah, good throw, good catch. That's a tough catch right there because that kid from John Marshall is draped all over him.
I was going to add good coverage.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean that you throw that ball 10 times, you might complete 2 maybe, but that's the only one that mattered right there.
Stride Wellness Lounge PAT's up and good. Guthrie increases their lead now 56-8. This This is Guthrie Bluejay football presented by F&M Bank.
Whatever happened to predictability? The milkman, the paper boy, evening TV. You miss your old familiar friends, but waiting just around the bend. You're lost out there and you're all alone. A light is waiting to carry you home. Everywhere you look.
For decades, Guthrie Athletics has been a source of pride in the Guthrie community. Hi, I'm Merritt Roberts, and I've been a Blue Jay supporter and Farm Bureau agent for many, many years. I want to wish all the Guthrie student athletes not only a great season on the field, course, track, or court, but in the classroom as well. If integrity, honesty, and accessibility are important to you, call Farm Bureau at 620-4920 and ask for Merritt. I would welcome the opportunity to give you a professional evaluation of your insurance needs, or simply stop by and let's talk about the Jays.
Blue Jays back on the board. Now lead at 56-8. Amari Watson with a touchdown reception. That's Jace Rainwater. And there's Amari. Both feet in. A buttocks down. Touchdown, Amari Watson. Blue Jays cap off a 6-play, 45-yard drive brought to you by our good friends at John Vance Motors. S&T Oilfield Services kickoff from the 11-yard line. Out across the 20. Carlock waiting for the tackle, and he will be credited with the special teams tackle. It'll be John Marshall football as the clock is now running, and that will take us to the end of the third quarter unless they stop it. 4, 3, they will not stop it. So third quarter is in the books. We'll take a timeout when we come back. Fourth quarter action. Guthrie leads at 56-8. This is Blue Jay football presented by F&M Bank.
Companion Healthcare is a top provider of home health, hospice, and private home care services in Oklahoma. If you've experienced an injury, illness, or hospital stay, then Companion Home Health can help you in your recovery with skilled nursing care and rehab therapies. The Companion Hospice team provides gentle care for the patient and meaningful support for the whole family. They are a Guthrie family-owned business with years of experience and trust, caring for the people in our own community. Loyal supporters of Guthrie Bluejay Sports.
F&M Bank loves giving back to the communities we live and serve in. Banking with us ensures your money goes back into your community. Our goal is to provide you with reliable banking you can trust, delivered with unique passion for service. F&M Bank has all the modern banking services, mobile banking, lending, reward checking, electronic checking, and more. We invite you to come see us at any of our 8 locations. Come see what relationship banking is all about. F&M Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
56-8. All Blue Jays tonight here in the first district game of the football season. A reminder, our next game will be next Friday night. Blue Jays take on a different set of Bears, taking on the Noble Bears. Not September 26th, I promise you. That's a me mistake there. But it is next Friday night from Noble Stadium, back on the road after 3 straight home games. We do officially have a running clock here in quarter number 4. Don't forget the High School Huddle every Wednesday night, 6 o'clock on YouTube at High School Huddle. High snap, quarterback gets it, has to run away. And he's finally going to be driven out of bounds around the 5-yard line near that big stand. Hopefully everyone avoids that. It's going to be maybe a late hit. Tackle out of bounds, possibly. We'll see Cade Barton in on the tackle. Sidelines are pretty close here at Gelsma as well. Hopefully that young man is okay as we check out the integrity heat and air replay. And
yeah, that rock wall doesn't move.
I didn't see anything real terribly late on that, but it will draw a flag.
Chris, a game of interest in 5A, South Point Baptist Church scoring started. Dell City and Collinsville are locked up at 21 in the 4th.
That was a game that Dell City really crushed a year ago over Collinsville. So the penalty will move it up to the 20-yard line. Stay tuned after this ball game, which will be over here with the running clock, a little over 10 minutes. We'll have the Terra Insurance Group postgame show. Sean will have our North Church player of the game. Sean will also have Blue Jay head coach Kelly Beebe as that pass is knocked down by Cade Barton again. Said his name several times here on the defensive side of the football. We'll also have our companion health highlights and some scores from around the state of Oklahoma. Good job by our crew to capture that one being knocked down. All replays this year brought to you by Integrity Heat and Air.
I was informed by Cade's mother he's not 6'3", he's 6'4".
Okay.
6'4". Got to get that in. Big, tall, long kid, though, obviously, that reach.
Dalen Rice is listed at 6'4" as well, so.
Yeah. He looks it. I saw him today.
Yeah, I saw him today. Yeah. 3rd down and 7. Another bad snap. Bears just hurting himself. Oh, did he go down? I bet they put it. That's a safety. Yeah. Bryson McSwain, the white hat, right on top of it. And Blue Jays will add the safety to the score. Now 58-8.
Generally, when you start firing snaps all over the place, it's because you've got a quicker nose guard who's giving you fits. He may be, Coach Beebe may be sending him, gapping him up immediately at the snap, and so you got to get one way or the other to get the kid, and he's a little bit faster than what you think, and all of a sudden you fire that thing a little bit off kilter.
Yeah, there you see, good call by the official. Getting a light show here in Guthrie. Hometown crowd really likes it. You hear the oohs and ahs here on the home side. The homecoming folks, the different graduating classes of far side have already headed to the festivities here in downtown Guthrie. There's a lot of them going on as well. So if you're watching the game here inside the stadium, and be careful on your way home tonight. Again, we do have a running clock here. Guthrie with the safety. Now winning this one by 58-8. Bixby leads Jinx 45-35. Owasso and Broken Arrow within a score, 21-14. Good ball game there with Owasso at Broken Arrow. First-year head coaches at both spots, but both have been head coach for a long, long time here in the great state of Oklahoma. Of course, Travis Hill at Broken Arrow, Coach Bill Blankenship at Owasso. Coach, Enid hasn't scored yet.
Yeah, they're not good. Enid's playing 9 guys both ways in 6A1 football.
Oh, wow.
Here's the return. Amari Watson picks it up and around the 33-yard line now. He's already returned one from 85 yards. And now he gets into John Marshall's territory. This one won't go the distance, but still a very nice return out to the 38-yard line.
So, Coach, looking back, when you look at this game overall from a coach's perspective, what do you see for the Blue Jays?
Well, you've not had many penalties. You've had a couple of, after the play, personal fouls that you don't like, but you haven't had holding penalty. I don't think we've had a holding penalty. I don't think we've had any false starts on the offensive line. We haven't turned the football over. So offensively, you like that. We've ran the football well. We've thrown the ball pretty well. We missed, just barely missed on a couple of shots early, but that's, you got a guy wide open. You're a little amped up. You put a little bit too much on the football. And but, defensively, I think we've played well. They've hit us with a couple of plays, but, when you play a team that has athletes, you get out of position just a little bit and they can make you pay. But overall, I mean, I don't think there's going to be a big gripe. I feel like they came out and did exactly what we needed to do.
A lot of new kids on the field here as they're going to run hard, as we see right here by the running back. Nice, tough run there. And hopefully they're on the roster.
They're not, bud.
And they're not. Okay. All right. We've had a few different rosters, so we apologize ahead of time. Is 49 on there, guys? He is not on there. So
a lot of freshmen out there.
Okay, a lot of freshmen who probably aren't on the varsity roster. So we apologize ahead of time. We'll try to see if there's an updated roster.
I do see 42. That's Steve Roberts.
49 is Jamison.
44 is Braden Havener, excuse me, not Brandon, okay. Braden. 81 is Braden Chandler, yeah.
Sean, go ahead. If you have any of them, let us know. We'd just pipe right on in there. 49's Jamison, though. We do know that. They'll hand it off to the very speedy running back across the 30-yard line.
Good little block right there by number 55, Tanner Ross, 6'1", 230 sophomore.
Colin Walters, he wears jersey number 41. Of course, his brother, the offensive lineman, Cooper Walters, he wears 78.
49 is Jamison McBride.
Over there at right tackle, big number, looks like 65. Janarius Morgan, 5'8", 200. And then you've got Javion Harper, junior, 5'9", 290 pounds.
55's Tanner Ross. He's a sophomore.
Jameson will hand off to Colin Walters. Or no, that's 41, excuse me. Yeah, it is Colin Walters. Yeah, Colin Walters. And, guys, I think he's going to be a special player for this Blue Jay squad. Starting next year, he's very quick, much like his older brother, Jackson Walters. And so he'll be a good athlete for Coach Kelly Beebe.
A receiver, you got number 13, Devin Anderson. Checked into the game. Who's 36?
Yeah, that's what I was looking for too, Sean. If you can help us out with that homework assignment. And I really like, it's what really cool is the Guthrie coaches, Levi Dennis is number 36, got him in there. All three Guthrie coaches with their headsets on, and all three still motioning the play calls in. So giving these young guys every look that they should get on Friday night. There's Dennis.
Tough run right there.
That is a good run.
Inside the 15-yard line.
Move the chains.
Bump into each other, but still a good result. Big 65, nice downfield block. Got a pancake. I'll give him a pancake on that one. Running clock here in the fourth quarter. Guthrie up by 50.
And did we say who's 70? Did he might do 72? Jonah Maroney, 6'2", 215, sophomore.
Yep. Good to get him in there. 1st and 10 from the 14-yard line. I don't think we ever got an 80s. Oh, never mind.
Get on it.
He got back on it. I think he got back on it.
I think the Bears got that
They get
one.
her?
Yeah. 24 for John Marshall jumps on that one. Jamar Roberson, and guess what, guys? He's a freshman.
There's a lot of them.
2:39 left in this one. Bears will take over the 3-yard line. We just got just a handful of snaps, maybe 1, 2, possibly 3 snaps left in this one before we head on to the Terror Insure Group post-game show.
You know, got something cool to see on the sidelines over here. I bet I've had 20 players come up and ask me if I know anything about Gamble. They're all worried about him and asking me if I know anything. So that's just a good sign. This team loves that kid.
Yeah, no doubt. This next snap will be under 2 minutes of play. Should there be a 2-minute timeout in Oklahoma high school football in the second quarter and fourth quarter?
No.
Okay.
And usually an offensive guy would want one.
Oh, wow.
Jay's defense going to get another safety as they put 60 on the board. Mason Russell, senior, getting the home crowd pumped up. Blue Jays with 2 safeties tonight. Well, that could be the final play. I'm sure we'll have a kickoff, and Guthrie probably won't have to take a snap. Guys, John Marshall, they're about to fall 1-3, but they got a lot of great things to be building off for the rest of their season.
Got a lot of young kids, athletic kids. I mean, at 17, didn't play second half, but really showed a lot of toughness and skill in the first half. Of course, number 2, the big wide receiver, just a junior, and several other kids. I mean, you know, these are athletic kids. It's a matter of numbers. They just don't have the kids out, the number of kids out they need, but you got to sure respect these young men. They're out there working in those summer drills, doing all the work, putting the time in. I have a lot of respect for them coming out and doing the best they can on Friday night.
And they have not stopped playing hard.
They've competed all night.
Competed all night.
All night.
I mean, there hadn't anybody quit.
Nope.
So you'd like to see that. And that's what we talked about earlier with, you know, respect the game.
Yeah,
you know,
no doubt.
The opponent may not be as good as you are, but respect the game and respect the work that, you know, they go out and put it on just like you do.
And guys, there's a little bit of time I thought, well, will we have a running clock? You know, and then eventually, obviously, it opened itself up, and I don't think we're even going to have a kickoff here. The play clock just now got put into motion.
There we go.
So we will – good clock. Great clock operators to our right. Great job. So John Marshall, if they don't want to, do not have to kick this one off with 17 seconds, and there's really no need to kick this one off anyway. So
not at all.
I think John Marshall actually hasn't even received a football yet, and the official in front of it will not let that happen. So the final seconds will take off here, and Guthrie will win it by a final score of 60-8. Guthrie lost their opening game this year to the Tuttle Tigers, but a 3-game homestand have resulted in 3 convincing victories over Duncan, Blanchard, and now John Marshall. None bigger, though, tonight, though, because it's a district win, 1-0.
1-0 in the big season, the season that matters. And, the Blue Jays, I've said earlier, gotten a little bit better every week. I think that's the same for tonight. I think they made some improvements in some areas. Also gave them some things that they can work on going into next week's game at Noble.
Here you see the handshake at midfield. Blue Jays win it 60-8. Cooper Walters, I need some pancakes. We'll take a timeout. When we come back, it's the Terra Insure Group post-game show. Blue Jays win it on homecoming. This is Blue Jay football presented by F&M Bank.
Integrity Heat and Air provides award-winning heating, ventilating, and air conditioning services to Guthrie and the surrounding areas. Integrity's indoor air quality specialists are friendly experts at service, repair, and installation. They proudly serve and install the latest Linux products and service all other brands with their A+ rating by the Better Business Bureau. Contact Integrity today at 405-833-5992 or online at integrityheatandair.com. Integrity Heat and Air, it's our pleasure to serve.
Hayes Tree Service is a proud member of the Guthrie Chamber of Commerce and a huge supporter of Guthrie Public Schools. Cody and Kathy Hayes are available 24/7 for emergency tree work when Mother Nature hits. Hayes has the experience and equipment needed for tree trimming, removal, and stump grinding. Fully insured, Hayes is the company that other tree guys call for help. For a free estimate, call 405-535-6560 or find them on Facebook. Go Blue Jays!
For centuries, it was a windswept prairie until the run of '89 saw settlers scramble for land and life in a newborn town. As Oklahoma's territorial capital, Guthrie, Bank First is loyal to the preservation movement that reclaimed Oklahoma's first state capital. And we're loyal to the banking legacy born at the corner of First and Oklahoma Streets. Bank First, loyal to Oklahoma, loyal to you.
The rights to this broadcast have been granted by Guthrie Public Schools. Any rebroadcast or republication of other programming without the written consent of Guthrie Public Schools is strictly prohibited.
Welcome inside the Terra Insure Group. There you see the South Point Baptist Church scoreboard. Guthrie wins it tonight 60-8 over the John Marshall Bears. Guthrie 3-1 on the season. John Marshall falls to 1-3. There you see the post-game prayers by the Guthrie Blue Jays. Coming up here in a few moments, we'll have our North Church Guthrie Player of the Game. We'll also speak with Blue Jay head coach Kelly Beebe. Sean Silvas will have all that as we come to you here on the TIG post-game show. 622 South Division Street is our good friends at Terra Insure Group. Seth Robbins, Jason Herzl, Dennis Oakes, and the great ladies up there do a fantastic job. Can't thank them enough for all they do. Guthrie guys tonight, 9 different players to score. See here. Smith, Amari Watson had a couple of scores. A couple of scores, one on special teams. So offense and special teams and defense, once again, all come together. 9 different scores tonight in the team victory over John Marshall, 60-8. Of course, get the victory. The other thing is that you want to make sure Gamble Smith is okay, and hopefully he'll be back sooner than later on field action, but he was taken away by an ambulance, and as Sean Silvas reported earlier, he was moving his feet and arms, and so as Coach Mick alluded to at the beginning, hopefully everything looked to be precautionary, and we hope that is truly the case there as the Blue Jays win it by a final score 60-8. Guthrie wins it. Final score tonight, 60-8. Time now for our North Church Guthrie Player of the Game. With that, let's go downstairs with Sean Silvas.
Guys, I am here with North Church Player of the Game, Cade Bartlett. Cade, all over the field tonight defensively, swatting down – Cade Bartlett, I'm sorry. Knocking down passes. You picked up – you fell on a fumble. Just a great night of football. Talk us through that.
You know, it's just – to be honest, when I first came out here, you know, I wasn't feeling too good. And then the stuff with Gamble happened, and that really just motivated me to go and play good for him.
And now this defense this year, really, it seems like every year it picks up, but you guys are firing on all cylinders right now. Next, we got a big game in Noble. What's that going to look like for the Blue Jays?
I think – you know, Noble's going to be a good team, but overall I think we're the better team, so I think we're just going to go out there. If we play a good game, I think we're going to win.
All right, bunch of great plays tonight. Which one sticks out the most to Gamble?
I think the one that stuck out the most is after Gamble got injured, I went out there and I got a sack for him. Yeah.
All right, well, guys, North Church Player of the Game, Cade Bartlett, good job tonight. Guys, we'll go back to you.
All right, congratulations, Cade Barton, the Guthrie North Church Player of the Game. As you can see, it's an emotional game when your teammate goes down, and Cade said he went in there and got that sack for Gamble. So Gamble had a great game before he had to leave the game, unfortunately. So I really thought maybe Gamble Smith was on his way to a Player of the Game. Yeah. He was great last week, and he'll be great the rest of the season as well. Hopefully we get him out there sooner than later. Congratulations to Cade Barton, tonight's Guthrie North Church Player of the Game. Guthrie wins the final score tonight, 60-8 here on the Terra Insure Group postgame show. We go downstairs with Sean Silvas with Blue Jay head coach Kelly Beebe. Sean?
Guys, I'm here with head coach Kelly Beebe. Coach, night kind of went as expected. Just walk us through the night, and a lot of good things we saw from them as well. But just talk us through that night.
Well, first of all, incredible crowd tonight down here from homecoming. It never disappoints. You know, as far as this ball club's concerned, you know, second year with Coach Adams, a lot of good scheme, speed. You know, I tried to convince our boys all week long that you know, with the distractions of homecoming, that this was a better opponent than maybe what they thought. And, you know, the couple times that we weren't where we were supposed to be, they had the speed to make us pay. And I think they'll win 2, maybe 3 games in our district, possible, if they keeps them together and they keep moving forward. But as far as our boys, you know, I thought they handled all the things that go along with homecoming week fairly well. Too many, you know, we're going to address some of the penalties, you know, and having a little bit more class in situations. You know, that's not us. That's not going to be us. Other than that, you know, we were dominant, getting to the quarterback, tackling space, running the ball. You know, obviously won special teams battle. So just a good night for the Blue Jays.
So talking about homecoming, you know, nobody does it quite like Guthrie. It's such a big deal around here. I know as coach, it's a lot of distractions, you know, to your guys. But does Coach Kelly Beebe get to enjoy homecoming at all, or is it just business?
100% business until right now. I can smell the burgers coming over the wall with a little south wind. But yeah, you know, the coaches are mindful of respecting the families and the traditions and all those kind of things. And, you know, in the back of our mind, we're always, you know, still trying to keep these guys on point, you know, at the task at hand. And I tell them every year, you know, I love homecoming, but our job is to put on the silver and blue, and classes that come back from years and years and years. Remember that uniform combo right down here in the stadium, and get the W.
So question on everyone's mind. Gamble Smith went down, obviously, taken on a stretcher, you know, not a good situation for anybody. Have we got any updates on that, or do we know anything in particular?
No, sir. Mr. Barton was just over here, and he was communicating with Mom. They're down at Children's right now. I was on the field with him earlier. He was, you know, he was conscious. You know, I spoke to him, told him I loved him. He told me, I love you, Coach. He was able to move his fingers and hands and legs. I don't know, you know, stinger or, you know, I don't know. We'll find out more, you know, as soon as we can and try to get that information out. We love Gamble.
Well, we'll be hoping for the best and praying for him as well. Now, moving on next week, going on the road, been here for 3 weeks. Now we're back on the road going to Noble. Talk us through that game, what that's going to look like for us.
Well, I watched their ball game on OSN last night with Lawton High, and, you know, kind of a different look for Noble. They were in a lot of 12 personnel and 22 and 32 personnel, and they were running the ball pretty effectively. And you know, we're used to seeing them 3 and 4 and 5 wide, really slinging. They still have the capability to do that. So they're bigger and more physical on both offensive and defensive lines. They got the quarterback back from last year. So it'll be a big challenge for us on the road.
Coach, that's all we got for you. Congratulations on another good night. And, guys, we'll go back to you.
All right, thank you, Coach Beebe. Coach Sean, great job. Blue Jays win it tonight 60-8 here on Homecoming 2025. We got a whole lot more to go here on the Terra Insure Group postgame show, including the highlights of the game brought to you by Companion Health. This is the Terra Insure Group postgame show.
At South Point Baptist Church, we want you to cheer loud and be proud as we send the Blue Jays to victory. Afterwards, join us each Sunday in our friendly family atmosphere. South Point invites you, your family, and friends to join us each week with Sunday school beginning at 10 a.m. and our morning service at 11 a.m. South Point wishes all students this season to make fun and exciting memories not only on the playing field, but in the classroom as well. And as always, go Blue Jays.
Countless people in the community that have been coming to Strive as clients are seeing real changes in their lives for the better.
We're all about getting to the root cause of your health issues. We're proactive instead of reactive. We have weight loss medications like semaglutide, tirzepatide, and lipomino skinny shots, IV hydration, infrared saunas, cold plunge, 4D massage chairs, and our newest technologies, the M-Cella chair for urinary incontinence and M-Sculpt Neo body contouring increases muscle by 25% and decreases fat by 30%. Check us out at strivewellnesslounge.com.
F&M Bank loves giving back to the communities we live and serve in. Banking with us ensures your money goes back into your community. Our goal is to provide you with reliable banking you can trust, delivered with unique passion for service. F&M Bank has all the modern banking services, mobile banking, lending, reward checking, electronic checking, and more. We invite you to come see us at any of our 8 locations. Come see what relationship banking is all about. F&M Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Welcome back inside the Terra Insure Group postgame show. A lot of blue and white down on the field. Hometown crowd saw a good one tonight over the John Marshall Bears. Final score 60-8. Ronnie, we have highlights ready to go? All right, let's dive into them here. Companion Health highlights of the ball game during the daylight and the night time. It was all Blue Jays. There's Owen Wilder with the touchdown. As it was really a great night. There's our North Church player of the game, Cade Barton, with the sack. And bad snap. Been a lot of those tonight for John Marshall, but this one was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, and it would set Guthrie up with a short drive. Guthrie really dominated the field of position. This is Zane Thomas with the lights flashing on a 1-yard touchdown run. Gave Guthrie a 14-0 lead. By the way, that touchdown by Owen Wilder was a 9-yard touchdown reception. There's one of the fumble recoveries by Guthrie. There he is, player of the game, Cade Barton, right on cue. Also had a sack tonight, as that's Elijah Payne scoring from 1 yard out. Guthrie on top 21-0 with 32 seconds play in the quarter. First varsity play for Clayton Carey is an interception. He takes it down to the 5-yard line, and here comes QB1, Dalen Rice, on a 2-yard touchdown run. Gave Guthrie a 28-0 lead. And here's the 85-yard punt return after John Marshall had scored. That's Amari Watson sprinting into the north end zone. Guthrie on top 35-8. Clayton Carpenter with the celebration. Here's Elijah Smith, as he would not go down. He scores from 3 yards out to give Guthrie a 42-8 score. That was the score at halftime. And here we go. Dalen Rice finds Jace Rainwater, and he's going to take it to the house. Jace, couple big catches tonight for the Blue Jay offense. That gave Guthrie a 49-8 lead 3 minutes into the third quarter. And that is your final score on your screen. Guthrie 60, John Marshall 8. Take a timeout here on the Terra Insure Group postgame show as we begin to wrap it up here on Homecoming 2025. This is Terra Insure Group postgame show.
Founded in 2009, Terra Insure Group exists to serve the residents of Guthrie and the surrounding communities by delivering quality insurance coverage at the fairest possible rate. TIG isn't captive to one single carrier. The staff at Terra Insure Group, Seth Robbins, Jason Herzl, Dennis Oakes, Lisa Engel, Sarah Bowling, and Libby Wano, offer over 100 years of combined insurance experience. Call 405-293-4880 or visit them online at tigok.com.
interbank.com.
Interbank is proud to stand behind every athlete, every team, and every fan this season. We're more than a bank. We're your neighbors, friends, and fans. Whether it's personal or business banking, Interbank is proud to help our neighbors achieve their financial goals every day. Located just blocks from the Rock. Come and see us at 224 East Oklahoma or call us at 405-282-0470. Interbank, in it for you. Member FDIC.
Since 2002, S&T Oilfield Services has delivered trusted, family-owned expertise from Texas to Arkansas to Wyoming. With over 2 decades of experience, a spotless safety record, and certified professionals, we provide customized flowback solutions you can count on. From completion to production, we put reliability, safety, and your success first. Schedule service today at 580-799-4428 or visit satoilfieldservice.com. At Mosquito and Pest Authority, our job is to keep you pest-free. Our signature mosquito control service and pest-proof barrier 360 service ensures that you aren't bothered by mosquitoes outside or pests inside. That's right, 2 brands, 2 services, only 1 visit needed. Don't believe us? We guarantee it, or we'll come back at no charge to you. No mosquitoes, no pests, no contracts, guaranteed. Call Ronnie and Sarah Phillips today at 405-916-0471. Go Blue Jays! Welcome back inside the Terra Insure Group post-game show, TIGOK.com, 622 South Division Street. Invite you to go to their website. They have multiple carriers to choose from, and that's a big deal to try to find you the right price for your business or your residence or your vehicles. They do it, your boat, property, all that stuff at TIGOK.com. Go over some scores real quick here. A lot of games are still being played, but here's some 5A scores. Won't go through all of them, but here's some of the highlights. Congratulations to the Southeast Spartans. They are now 5-0 on the year. They take down Midwest City 19-8. So congratulations to them. Booker T. Washington leading Durant 30-7. Altus leads El Reno 49-6. That's a district game in 5A2 with the Blue Jays. Another district game last night. Noble beat Lawton 20-8. That'll be a Blue Jays opponent next week. Prior no issues with Tulsa Rogers 63-18. Fourth quarter score tied up 21-21. Collinsville in Del City. Claremore leads Tahlequah 21-17. Duncan, the team Guthrie beat a couple weeks ago here, trailing to Newcastle 41-28. That's a fourth quarter score. And another fourth quarter score, Coweta leads McAllister 22-15. McAllister in danger of falling to 0-4. Phil?
Yeah, 6A1 action, Chris. Good ball game early up to the half. Bixby Jinx. That game was in 3 at half. Bixby pulling away. Fourth quarter score 52-35. That's 1 versus 2. Edmond Memorial wins, fourth quarter action 42-21 over Norman North. Union gets in the win column, Chris. 16-6 over Edmond Santa Fe. Both those clubs were looking for their first win tonight. Mustangs came back, tied that ball game up 29-29 against Moore. That's with 7 minutes reported in the fourth quarter. Deer Creek gets in the win column 65-0 over Enid. And Owasso winning by 2 touchdowns with about 5 minutes left over Broken Arrow 28-14.
And real quickly, is some 6A2 scores in here. Muskogee leads Ponca. Actually, Muskogee, it's a final now. Muskogee beats Ponca City 55-29. Sand Springs shuts out Bartlesville tonight 51-0. Southmore takes it to U.S. Grant 57-8. In the fourth quarter, Choctaw leads Piedmont 40-29. And Stillwater back in the win column after losing last week to Carl Albert. They beat Lawton Ike 67-0. All those scores brought to you by South Point Baptist Church. They have dimmed the lights. They can keep dimming them to get people out of here. That's another great feature with the lights. Eventually be down to 10%. That means you got 10% to get out of here. So,
well, they're at least nice enough to dim them. You go down, Taft Stadium, they'll shut them off.
Yes, they will.
They're done when they're done.
And we still have like 20 minutes of postgame show, and we're in the dark.
This probably means nothing to anybody but really good high school fans. Clinton gets a win, 22-21 over Weatherford.
They almost went 0 for 4.
Yeah.
All right, we'll take our final timeout. When we come back, we wrap it up and get our thoughts ready for next week's road game in Noble. This is the Terra Insure Group post-game show.
Whatever happened to predictability? the milkman, the paper boy, evening TV. You miss your old familiar friends, but waiting just around the bend. You're lost out there and you're all alone. A light is waiting to carry you home. Everywhere you look.
Companion Healthcare is a top provider of home health, hospice, and private home care services in Oklahoma. If you've experienced an injury, illness, or hospital stay, then Companion Home Health can help you in your recovery with skilled nursing care and rehab therapies. The Companion Hospice team provides gentle care for the patient and meaningful support for the whole family. They are a Guthrie family-owned business with years of experience and trust, caring for the people in our own community. Loyal supporters of Guthrie Bluejays sports.
Exxon was founded by two combat-proven veterans to help businesses grow from mediocre to exceptional. We know from experience that your culture and trust throughout the organization drive superior performance. Most business owners focus on the urgent rather than the important. They are just struggling to survive. The team at Exxon helps owners identify challenges, build solutions, and focus on growth. Do you trust your team? Does your team trust you? If not, we can help. We are Exxon.
Integrity Heat and Air provides award-winning heating, ventilating, and air conditioning services to Guthrie and the surrounding areas. Integrity's indoor air quality specialists are friendly experts at service, repair, and installation. They proudly serve and install the latest Linux products and service all other brands with their A+ rating by the Better Business Bureau. Contact Integrity today at 405-833-5992 or online at integrityheatandair.com. Integrity Heat and Air, it's our pleasure to serve.
At Hayes Funeral Home, we take great pride in caring for our families and community and have committed to providing you with a beautiful, lasting tribute to your loved one. Honoring your loved one is our top priority, and part of that is assisting you to help deal with the grief during difficult times. Everyone's needs are different, and for that reason, families can entrust their loved ones' wishes to our family. We have a wide range of resources to support you not only today, but in the weeks and months to come. Visit them online today at hayesfh.com.
Final thoughts from the stadium are ahead on the Terra Insure Group postgame show.
Need a garage door expert you can trust? Meet Paul Creed, Guthrie born and raised, and the owner of A-Team Overhead Door. With over 25 years of experience, Paul is Guthrie's go-to pro for garage door installation, service, and repair. From simple fixes to brand new installs, residential or commercial, the A-Team has you covered. Call 405-642-7065 or email ateamoverheaddoor@gmail.com. A-Team Overhead Door, the varsity choice for all your overhead door needs.
Founded in 2009, Terra Insure Group exists to serve the residents of Guthrie and the surrounding communities by delivering quality insurance coverage at the fairest possible rate. TIG isn't captive to one single carrier. The staff at Terra Insure Group, Seth Robbins, Jason Herzl, Dennis Oakes, Lisa Engel, Sarah Bowling, and Libby Wano, offer over 100 years of combined insurance experience. Call 405-293-4880 or visit them online at tigok.com.
Welcome back for the final time tonight here on this Friday night. Homecoming 2025. The Blue Jays win it. Final score 60-8. Blue Jays 3-1 on the year. Get ready for that road game next week in Noble, Oklahoma. We invite you out to Noble Stadium. Check out the Blue Jay road uniforms. We haven't seen those in a while as they look for the first road victory of the year. More importantly, a road district victory against the Noble Bears. Our pregame show will be 6:30, kickoff at 7 o'clock right here on GNP TV. A little bit of blue left on the field, slowly making their way to the hamburgers over in the bullpen of the baseball things. Guys, really fun week to begin football season with all the district games now in play. A few upsets, a few games closer than expected, and so it's going to be a fun football season to follow here. And of course, we follow the Blue Jays every snap of the way, but fun football season. Again, a story for me, Southeast, undefeated, beats Midwest City. Congratulations to them. And Oklahoma City School having some success. John Marshall got beat tonight, but you can tell they're better. You always root for those Oklahoma City schools. They work hard just like everybody else does, and sometimes it doesn't show in the win column, but they're a much improved team, so good luck the rest of the way to the John Marshall Bears. And as Coach Beebe said, they'll have a chance to win a few district games the rest of the way. Those are my thoughts, guys. Get your thoughts in here, and we'll begin to wrap it up.
I think the big thing stands out to me is the improvement each week for this Guthrie squad. They've gotten better every week. Honestly, we had them 5 in the high school huddle rankings. I'm probably going to want to move them up at least one slot this week. Final in Dell City, just FYI, impacting that. Dell City wins, kicks a field goal late, wins 24-21.
Wow.
Sounds like a heck of a ball game there. But I think this is a team that has an opportunity. They continue to get improved, be healthy throughout the year, could really make some noise with a deep run later in the year in the playoffs.
No, I absolutely agree. And at the beginning of the year, you want to beat the teams you're supposed to beat. You just want to get your 15 points. You want to go on down the road and get better every week. And you said it, Phil, you stay healthy. Those years that we won it, you catch a break. You catch a break somewhere.
Yep.
And usually if you can stay healthy and you continue to get better every week and then you catch that break, you're right there in the end and got a chance to do it.
Yeah.
Blue Jays, again, win it tonight, and make sure that Choctaw is the final score. Choctaw does beat Piedmont tonight, 40-29. Choctaw playing their first home game of the year, gets the victory. And so I want to make sure to get that released as well. That'll do it here. Big thank you to our great crew here. Cannot thank them enough. Our camera operators, continue to brag and brag. I know a lot of people tell us how the broadcast continues to get better and better. A big part of that is our camera crew. Was that a face mask? We go to replay. There was a face mask. Did he get his foot in? We go to replay. He has his foot in. So big thank you to Kel Evans, Lance Evans, and Wager Silvas. Continue to do a fantastic job. And thank you for the compliments. They deserve them because they have to stay focused on every single play, and they do that so very well. Big thank you to them. Our associate producer, Connor Phillips, with all the graphics. Appreciate him with the scoreboard. And our executive producer, Ronnie Phillips, gets everything done in the middle. Phil?
When did he's an executive now?
Yeah, executive. He renamed himself at halftime.
I know.
So big thank you to them. Big thank you to Sean Silvas for all the great information down on the field, stuff that we would not be able to have unless without Sean down there. He was able to report a lot of stuff back at home so you guys can know what's going down on the field level. Of course, Phil and Coach Scott Mick do a fantastic job of inside the game. So it is a big production, and it works all together so well. Big thank you to all of you guys. And also Aaron Robin, all of our moderators on YouTube as well. So it is a true team effort, and your compliments coming up to us and on social media, we truly, truly appreciate that. Don't take it for granted, and we try to give you the best product that we can week in and week out. Final score for the final time tonight. The Guthrie Blue Jays defeat the John Marshall Bears 60-8. Blue Jays improved to 3-1 on the season. John Marshall falls to 1-3. Our next broadcast will be 1 week from tonight when the Guthrie Jays travel to Noble. At 7 o'clock kickoff. Our pregame show will begin at 6:30 from Noble Stadium. Be sure to join us here on GNP TV. For Sean Silvas, Ronnie Phillips, Phil Nichols, Coach Scott Mick, I'm Chris Evans. We'll talk to you next time. Have a great weekend, and, of course, go Blue Jays.
Guthrie Blue Jay football is brought to you by Bank First, loyal to Oklahoma, and you. Terra Insure Group, insuring your world. North Church Guthrie, you matter. John Vance Auto Group, where it's comfortable to buy a car. Senator Chuck Hall, taking care of the people's business. Mercy Hospital, Logan County, your life is our life's work. South Point Baptist Church, welcome home. F&M Bank, a neighbor you can count on. S&T Oilfield Services, Joshua 2415. Integrity Heat and Air, we work with integrity. Strive Wellness Lounge, health therapy. Companion Healthcare, home health. Guthrie Blue Jay football is also brought to you by Interbank, A-Team Overhead Door, Red River Roofing, Guthrie Tag Agency, Hayes Funeral Home, Sonic I-35 and Highway 33, Mosquito and Pest Authority,
Reese Appliance Repair, Exxon, and Merritt Roberts Farm Bureau, Oklahoma. You've been watching Guthrie Blue Jay football, home of the 4-time state champions. Until next time, go Blue Jays!